Yo, hey everybody, it's Mike. For those who don't know, I'm the pod engineer. So this week we had on the most guests that we've ever had on at one time. We didn't adjust our mics the way that we should have, so when we all get loud, it sounds a little distorted. Put that one on me. Just bear with us, and I hope you enjoy it.
Issues like, depending upon how they're tuning in and stuff, you might think that they're actually way smarter than people are giving them credit for.
Yeah.
So he starts coming up to me and he's just like, I promise you, he just came like whispered in my ear one time. He was just like, let me know when you're ready to make my next move. And like walked over. And I was like, shit. He would just walk over and be like, knight to king 5. There's just a lot of absolute nonsense.
His dog name was Leroy. Welcome to the Any Last Words pod. My name is Keion, aka Almighty the DJ.
My name is Earl Lonnie Hooks. This is gonna be a wild ass pod. A very special thanks to everybody that will be joining us today on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple, as well as YouTube. The God in me honors the God in each and every one of you. The God in me honors the God in each and every one of you. Please do not forget to follow us at AOW Pod on Instagram. All right, very first thing that needs to happen, because everybody's here today. RJ's here today. Doody's here today. Mikey's here today. Keion's here today. You all know Keion.
You do.
Even though he comes around every once in a while, you know Mikey.
I'm about to.
He's been here.
Adjust that man's mic over there.
Doody, you've heard and seen him walk through the house on numerous occasions.
Probably every pod, for real.
And you've heard stories about RJ, and we've just given him aliases.
It's a full house.
Okay, so we know what Keion's voice sounds like. We know roughly what Mikey's voice sounds like. Doody, announce yourself.
I mean, I'm here. I'm ready. I was listening one time. The last time I listened to boys.
The boy he said something like, "Yo, can I touch the city?
Let them know where it's at."
RJ, announce yourself.
What's up? It's RJ.
Yeah, see, too cool.
Yeah, okay. Pull the microphone closer to RJ.
Coolest nigga.
If we can, just pull the
Or scoot your chair up.
scoot your chair up
Too cool.
a little bit. Rub your knees with Doody. It's okay.
Hey, bro, you crossing the lines, cuz. Get out my house.
All right. How are we to start this? So first and foremost, this is honesty. I was going to, because I didn't know if we were going to be able to do 5. So I was about to bow out and just be like, let me just have y'all 4 do this, right? You have a weird face about that already, so you're thinking maybe not.
He's about to be in the back.
It was
I was trying to direct us.
Right.
Giving us hand signals like,
Like
yo.
a church choir director. Like,
Just gonna walk through,
Right.
get some water and walk back.
Or I was just gonna go somewhere else and do something completely. I don't know. I could have just come and set this up and then just went on about my day and did something else, like go to the gym or something.
You'd have been thinking about this shit the whole time. Like, you're about to fuck my pot up.
No, I definitely wouldn't, because it doesn't really matter to me. At the end of the day, I just wanted everybody to come and be who the fuck they are. I brought y'all Blue Moons. I want y'all to be loose. I want y'all to, I want y'all to have a good time.
Blue Moon got to sponsor me.
I thought that, but I thought
You ain't
that
drinking enough.
there was you got to drink more, Keion.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Put hair on your chest.
But I thought that there was a good chance that y'all might stampede over Keion. Because Keion was gonna come here. This is an honest take. Okay, listen.
This is gonna be my podcast. I was gonna switch up everything and how everything goes. This is gonna be how I want to run it.
See, there you go. So, and I knew Mikey was gonna be able to chill. Mikey was gonna make sure that the levels and all that were what they were. I knew RJ was gonna sit over here and be real cool.
We'd have been talking about the finals and some more shit. Just
And I thought that, and my fourth or final thought was it was going to turn into a sports podcast. So those were my ideas.
Hey man, LeBron James might have followed.
RJ won after me most outgoing senior superlative, and ever since that day,
He
he's
low-key shitting on you right now.
no. But ever since that day, he just got cooler and just decided. And
Ever since that day, what you mean? Like,
Hey, you wasn't a cool nigga before that, nigga. Like, you had to get voted in.
cooler in the sense that he just decided he was just gonna chill, and like it started like being like real soft spoken and like being in the back. Like
Yeah,
he's
he
just.
did have a high pitched, annoying ass voice.
It was just right after high school he stopped being that version of himself.
I think he went to Lewisburg and started fighting niggas.
Yeah, he started
You beat up a couple niggas and came back and was like, I don't even gotta be out here like that. I can fight.
Oh wait, were you fighting people in college?
I was not.
That's
You
what he
ain't
became,
getting
man.
I don't remember the
You ain't
story.
getting no fight.
No, nigga, I think I got like one fight. That's just football shit. Nigga.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
I
about.
think I fought in high school football shit. So
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, was it like a fight?
I'm saying, nigga, all of us done got to tussling at some point. Like, you know what I mean? That's just.
I got punched in the neck. It was, and I ran. I was never tussling.
Yeah, RJ.
Y'all always got in the tussles when I wasn't there.
I've tussled.
Yeah, because I used to just bully RJ in the Boys and Girls Club days. I don't think it was too much tussling going on. But when that nigga got bigger than me, then I was like, this ain't for me.
It's because we were trying to
Them
tell you
niggas
how
always
big,
tussle.
how big you were. We were always like, RJ, you should be beating all of us
I
up.
still would have knocked that nigga out, but these two niggas,
I think we might have fought the most.
Me and you for sure.
I think so.
You a fucking nuisance.
Look, it's either you and everybody else, or this nigga and like a few other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, when you guys were running around in college towns, like fighting, you guys were having full on team fights. Like that was a thing. Like you guys were.
Nigga, what?
No.
Am I lying?
I know where you're going at this. A nigga, not gonna say no names, but we all know who this person is. This person may be sitting here right now. Bring out your best five.
Oh yeah.
Bring out your best five.
Yeah.
There were right. Were there not times where multiple people in the group of friends went out and fought other numerous men?
Those times it really wasn't our fault. Like,
Hey,
didn't
hold
somebody
up.
steal you one time for no
Nah,
reason?
I'll tell you what it was. It was a former guest of this podcast that we did a lot of fighting for. Not gonna say no names.
Yeah, we've also given him aliases.
Yeah.
Spoken about him.
Niggas was-
but you making it seem like that never happened.
Yeah, no, that
It
definitely
wasn't
happened.
frequent. I feel like
No. I'm not saying that you guys were out every week.
Knives, right? New Year's knives. That wasn't our fault.
Yeah, nigga about to tell us we are greasers and shit.
No.
That
I don't
wasn't
know.
our,
Niggas was in Harrisonburg. Niggas had knives out. All that.
that wasn't our fault.
Oh, no, them niggas just came to the crib.
it was a brawl.
Also,
It was a brawl.
I'm not saying that anything was y'all's fault. I'm also not saying that. I'm just saying there were times, various times where y'all was out and a lot of y'all fought a lot of other people. Yeah. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
That's them. I do. I might have been in one situation.
Okay, because what about the time when the dude walked past you and slammed the door like on your leg, and then you got out the door, and you got out the car, and was like, yeah, okay, so you
Okay, too.
Yeah, what about that easy?
All right, too.
There was one more time with
The one for
there was one in like Tyler's neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, when he was... Is that the joint?
Because I wasn't there for that. I think I had either just left or something happened. No, you had somebody in behind like the houses.
And you was telling that nigga they can go to the back and nobody else got to come?
That was the one where they closed the door on his leg.
No.
With the dude.
No.
That was like before
they fought right
Harrisonburg.
there, I think.
You know what? You think Doody was right.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it. All right, but yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just here to just say a few things. Keion, yes. I'm sorry, you've been holding something in for a while.
Shit, I don't even know what that was. Don't worry about it. It wasn't important.
Okay, well, all right. Well, this is where we ought to start. Doody has something to share with everyone.
Oh yeah.
Do I?
Yes.
Oh, about like the
whatever's fucking crazy. So we should start here.
No, for sure. Like the other day, I had found out like someone that I worked with was like getting a new job, right? And he was about to get a new opportunity. Oh, nigga, you know who you talking to? Boy, hell nah, I ain't raising no kids right now, cuz.
Oh, that's hilarious. No, yeah,
bro. The last one at this motherfucking table.
That's a fact.
You put your money on that one.
That's a fact. Mikey's actually having a child.
Right.
You have one, and yeah, sure. Yes, a formal congratulations.
Pops.
Pops Club.
Keion's definitely going to have a second on the way in the next couple of years. RJ has a new...
Nigga, they got a dog.
He's got a dog.
They're on the way.
But look, I didn't even know you had a dog. So that's a responsibility.
It is.
It's not.
Oh, well, you've had a dog before, so it's a little different. See, I never had a pet growing up, so me thinking about taking care of another life is a huge responsibility. Right. You're just like, it's a dog, so I guess
I've never had a pet either. So
I ain't never had no dogs.
I didn't grow up with pets. No,
I had fish.
I didn't have a bird, a lizard.
I don't count fish.
There was too many niggas in my house that had pets.
Exotic pet ass, like
I would have loved
like a fucking like bearded dragon or some shit.
I would have loved to have had all sorts of stuff. I would have liked birds. I would have liked I would have liked hedgehogs.
Oh my God, I just love birds.
I would have liked those.
I can see you with the bird.
I would definitely have a bird. Yeah, like a bird that likes people though.
How do you know?
Like a bird that's like usually like on you, like maybe like a fucking falcon or
falcon.
But do they really like you though?
Yeah, like at my job we have falconry classes. So you can
those falcons are trained.
Bro, I don't think you can just.
So you would train a falcon.
But I'm saying you would have if you had a choice of bird, you would have choose the falcon and trained it.
I would have liked for the falcon to be trained and then maybe given to me, right? And I just had to go through some small period of getting to know the bird and had a falcon. That would parrot.
What do you think you would have done with it?
Yeah, let's say.
I would have just lived with it.
Would it have retrieved mail for you?
That's what I was
saying. Put that joint in a leash, let it fly around the backyard and shit. This nigga ass catch him. Like,
or an owl. That's not just a Harry Potter thing. Like, you can have it.
I think have owls as pets?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've seen like little videos.
I've seen little parakeets, little parrots.
Yeah, maybe a parakeet. Yeah. Like I would have just I probably would have just had a small bird, but maybe just a dog, like a chow small. I like small dogs, big dogs maybe. But the whole point is I was never allowed to have them because my dad was like, nigga, go get them grades up. Fuck is you? What the fuck are you talking to me about? Like, nigga, we're not having pets. You need to take the trash out. Like, so it was like, I didn't, and I completely understand. Yeah, exactly. Like, simple responsibilities I wasn't adhering to. So what the fuck are we going to give you?
For me, it wasn't even about like, well, no, it was a lot about the responsibility, but it wasn't like, nah, nigga, go get them grades up. It was just like, I know that you are not going to take care of this dog. I'm going to be the one taking care of this dog. Coming from my parents.
Well, if that was the thing, that was the
thing. What happened, you know, mom's got the dog. She's the one who took care of it. Yeah. Came home, gone.
Rest in peace to Caesar.
Hold on, like
rest in
dead
peace to Caesar.
gone?
Nah, I think they gave him away.
Oh, they just and then they didn't say nothing to y'all.
Nah, it just came off.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah,
that's funny as
it wasn't funny when it happened. What grade were you in?
That's funny as
it had to be like middle school, 8th grade or something.
Yeah,
that's young.
It was more so my sister. They like took her out for ice cream.
Damn.
Well, Domino, that was a badass dog.
That was a minute.
Yeah, Mikey had Domino for how many years? Because that was way
like
before
6th grade to like 12th, like 6 years.
Every time we
that was a Siberian Husky.
Yeah.
Well, those are like
that dog's not.
They're the closest thing to wolves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't train them, they're just
captivity. That joint was just. He needed more room. He needed to be in the world. He was just in a townhouse.
That nigga had way too much energy to be in the house.
Hold on a second. Duty, tell us this thing that you were going on.
My bad.
And so this is why I'm actually here. Yeah. Because just that quickly, you can just be talking about Siberian Huskies.
So anyways, the nigga that I work with, or used to work with, whatever, he was getting a new job.
Oh yeah, shout out to Doody on his promotion too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, nigga. Shout out to Doody on his promotion. Shout out to Mikey on his engineering. Shout out to Keion on getting the fuck out of that whack ass job.
Hell yeah.
Everybody's doing it.
Hey, I got some shit to say about this new spot.
I can't wait.
All right.
Yeah, but
I can't wait.
So like, it was going around like, yo, the dude got a new job. He leaving. He about to go work with his father. He put in his 2 weeks. So then he ain't come to work for like 3 days. So everybody thought he just like quit on the spot.
Yeah.
But then the nigga shows up and he finishes out like the last 3 of his 4 days. Right. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't come on his very last day. We had like a little meeting and we was like about to say goodbye to the nigga or whatever. Right. The nigga didn't show up. So the person that was like orchestrating the meetings, he was like, yeah, well, we're just gonna call him Gio for right now. Well, Gio's not here, but anyways, he put in his 2 weeks. He's gonna go work for his father. He's got big things coming for him. Yada yada yada. Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be here, and this is why we having this little meeting. But come to find out, and I'll share the article with y'all niggas after this.
Oh,
come to find out, that nigga is not going to work for his father.
They're going to jail.
That nigga is going to a federal jail.
Yep.
Woo. This nigga was on an airplane.
That's the worst place to
I know, right? Like, what the fuck is about
that? Is the worst place to
any
commit
crime, jail.
Bro, this nigga was on an airplane and tried to get into the cockpit.
Oh yeah.
Breached the first door.
Oh yeah.
There's 2 doors. Got through the first. And like knocked the flight attendant over or some shit. The marshal on the plane and like 2 other like civilians had to hold that nigga down. And they made like an emergency landing because this nigga was just wilding so much. So when they wrestled that nigga down, 3 like little airplane bottles of alcohol fell out of his pocket. just rolling around like God, I guess. Bro, but look, you can read all that shit in that article.
Niggas can't handle their liquor.
Nigga, I had no fucking idea that like this nigga was going through that shit, and let alone not. That's the reason why he was leaving. So he got sentenced. This nigga was facing 21 years in prison.
Damn!
Yeah. Anything
Because like it has something with, I can't remember exactly what it was, but something like interfering with the flight.
Yeah.
So
That's probably akin to terrorism.
Oh no, I said the same shit. I was like, yo, cuz lucky he didn't get charged with some terrorism shit. Cuz if it was my black ass, probably would have got shot. But like he lucked out because that shit could have been way worse. And he only, because he pleaded guilty to everything, so he only got hit with like a year.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Bro. I thought that was life automatic.
Yeah.
I think had he breached that second door,
That's it.
it was gonna be a lot worse for him.
Lucky he had no sharp objects on him.
Yeah, but like in the article, it just says that like he just smelled like alcohol and was drinking. I was like, nah, that nigga was on some other shit, bro.
Yeah.
You not tweaking like
Did he
that.
have a history of like tripping?
Nah, I haven't, like, I know the nigga name, so I Googled it, and that's the only article that came up.
What's he gonna do?
And, nah,
Yeah, Mikey's over here in the corner the whole time, like, what was his plan?
bro, that's my thing,
I just
too.
want to see how it works.
Hey, yo, do a loop-de-loop, bro.
I just want to see how it works.
So I was just like, yo, that's funny as shit.
It's my flight.
Yeah.
Right.
So I
It's
got
funny.
a question. He came to work after that? Or he was
No,
gone?
he worked out.
So after that moment, he
No,
came
nigga.
into work.
Look, hear me out, bro. Hear me out, bro.
This nigga was working sentencing.
Nigga just went to prison like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Nigga was working the entire time. I had no fucking clue. I really was like, oh, cuz is doing good for him. So, you know, he got up out here, work with his pops or whatever. So I'm thinking like, look, even now that I know what was happening, I was like, nah, fuck that 2 weeks notice, nigga. Fuck y'all niggas. I'm not coming here.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm trying to figure
I
out-
got some shit to do. I'm some shit to get off.
I'm not going nowhere.
Yo.
I'm trying to figure out why they. I mean, I feel like they probably had to sugarcoat it for.
Yeah, but why should
Well, yeah,
Why even make an announcement?
Yeah,
Why even make an announcement about anything?
Like,
I know.
Celebrate. Why have a celebration?
I
Why not
legit
just-
thought that like
Like
cuz got a new job until
pulled-
homie put me on.
he
It was like,
pulled-
nah, that ain't what happened.
he pulled all y'all niggas into a meeting to lie to y'all.
Yeah, like,
In a way,
Like,
yeah.
He overdid the lie.
Well, people, definitely overdid the lie. You just didn't have to lie. You didn't have to, again.
Good things coming for him. He's gonna work with his dad.
Yeah, like if it was me, if I was in that position, I'm just like, yo, this nigga quit.
Yeah, he not here no more. That's all
He,
y'all need to know.
wasn't built for this. Like, a little
I'm
soft
surprised
ass.
that like
No.
Secret Service didn't come interview y'all. Like, have y'all ever heard of him?
Oh no,
talking
so
about-
like the actual incident happened before I started there, but like the trial, I guess the court case didn't happen until earlier this year, which actually happened like 2 days before I started, and I still had no fucking idea.
That's
this
crazy.
nigga's been there still until like I'm guessing he probably had a date that he had to turn himself in by, and he probably waited till that
So-
time to go do that time.
So he was working there for like a couple of months during this whole.
Oh yeah,
situation.
niggas been working there for years, but yeah, throughout this whole situation.
Wow.
And from my understanding, from working in the business I work, I thought like because of like working around children and things like that, if you got in any kind of trouble, like you get suspended. Because at the other place I used to work at, the other district, someone that I was working with had got in trouble for assault because something was going on. And somebody was trying to mess with one of his kids, so that nigga smacked that nigga, whatever.
Yeah.
And they were trying to press charges on him for assault. And my job suspended him depending on the pending charges and everything.
with pay.
No, he was not.
Ooh.
So he
Yeah.
was just-
So I assumed
You
this.
just don't come to work for
Nah.
that.
Hey, bro, yeah. Bro, look, and that shit had
That's
nothing,
tough.
it had nothing to do with work either.
just
Like
like-
nothing was work related. It had nothing to do with work. It was outside of work. It was like on a Saturday. But when your name comes up in a police database, they're going to be notified. So they're going to look into it. But I'm guessing over here, they don't really be looking into that shit. Cause I was just like, yo, cuz got in trouble for defending his family. This nigga over here almost some Bin Laden shit,
Yeah.
and his nigga still getting a check.
Bro, that's being on a fucking plane. And
I tell
trying
you
to
what.
storm
Like, to
the
me,
I might have caught a charge stopping that nigga.
How is that not like?
I feel you, bro.
I
I would have
murder or
too.
something.
Bro,
I would have too.
bro.
Well, I mean, definitely
Niggas start
assault.
Like
but
how a year? What do you
but
mean assault? Like,
you
if he get in,
No,
Everybody.
everybody might be going.
because you can't prove intent. You know, like you don't
Yeah,
know what the
true,
person
right,
was
true,
trying
That's what I'm
to
saying.
do.
Like I would have to put him in a room, like, bro. What were you?
But that's
gonna
probably
do?
that's probably why they hit you with that charge of like, all right, nigga, tell us what you was finna do or what your intent was,
Yeah.
like as they're interrogating
sent
them or
you?
whatever.
They didn't, like-
if not, like if you don't talk,
sent
you're
you?
getting 20 years. Oh, we're not gonna give
Yeah.
you a plea deal or whatever. What was going on, shit like
They
that.
probably did a check through all his data,
And
all-
they
all
probably
his
did like a
posts and
toxinology.
stuff.
They probably tested that nigga and make sure,
Yeah.
like, see what was in his system. So they probably had an idea
Probably a full
of what the
check
fuck
of everything
was
he
going
was
on.
visiting.
Maybe it's like mental health or something.
Yeah, maybe he
Maybe
just
like
was
they go
tripping
back
if
with
they
it.
didn't. Yeah,
That's crazy. You just never know. And the fact that you're at work with them, you just have no idea.
Oh.
Like the people in close proximity to you have no idea what they just got done doing, what they're about
Hey.
to go do. Like you just
What
haven't.
they're
And here's
capable of.
the cherry on top. Like, I don't know this nigga's IG or anything, but somebody else. I mean, I guess niggas at work just be hella friendly with each other, sharing personal shit. They ain't my ball game. But like, the nigga showed me a screenshot of this nigga's Instagram. Nigga had hella guns. So I was like, oh, bro. He was finna come wet us up.
No.
I was like, nigga, what do you need all that for?
See, you can't.
Nah.
Because is that might be
had hella
admissible in the
guns.
court of law.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah.
should be.
Because, I mean, not that that's necessarily going to play a huge part. Because if he didn't have a gun, he didn't have a gun. But they just going to look at it and just be like, nah, let's just toss him
If
in
I
there.
was the
Toss him in
prosecutor,
there.
I would have had
Yeah.
a whole PowerPoint of just those posts.
Oh, nigga. And it was just, he showed me.
That's hilarious. You want niggas to bring some funny shit into the courtroom. Like, you be funny.
Everybody gonna see this.
That's crazy.
Nigga, it was one post and there was at least 8 guns in that fucking post.
Yeah, see?
And I was like, all right,
No.
nigga, whoa.
RJ, you need
There's
a
people.
another
They're
one of
never.
these?
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, next we need to ask where were you at on January 6th?
That's what I was
That's next.
I was like,
White
where's
guy,
the
white guy,
black
black guy.
And that
What we
reminds
looking at?
me.
He wasn't one of us.
But hold on a second, because I talked to you
Listen.
about that white guy, black guy thing yesterday, and we gotta have a conversation about this, because that picture that I'd set in the chat, let me tell the people listening,
Yeah.
was some badass mother and a badass child to go along with it. Now, everyone might already just off the brink have an idea of the skin color of these people, but a group of women come in there together. Okay, first of all, I can already tell that they haven't necessarily been to very nice places before. The reason I'll say that, the reason I'll tell you that is because they come by and they're just like,
Like you've been here before.
it's kind of like, no, exactly, and it's like that because one of them came up to me directly and was like, "Hey, like we didn't do valet. I just want to make sure like no one's going to like steal my car. Like no one's going to tow my car."
Like, bitch, you
And
know
we
where
just-
you at?
Man, you should have kicked him the fuck out right there.
No, and we're just like, no.
Maybe she's been to really, really, really nice places.
No.
Yeah,
If
she
you
was
go
shitting on
to a
y'all.
very nice place, they're not towing your car if you don't if you don't choose, if you opt out of the valet and park your
Yeah,
own
and
car.
especially
Like
like
she
if they
parked in
have
a parking
parking.
space.
Yes.
She think they just
Like when
We gonna get this
you
money
can't just
somehow.
start towing people's
That's what I'm
cars.
saying. Maybe she thought that was the type of place. It's like they're not nice enough to like not tow me. Maybe they might tow here.
Oh, so what you're saying is they've been to super no.
So they like
not at all.
tow here,
Not at
man.
all. And so we're gonna continue on with the story. Let's see if
They've been to Applebee's.
if we have this general consensus. So they all come sit down. One of the women, there are 5 women. One of them has a daughter with her. The daughter's probably, again, I told you I'm bad at this, but roughly 5 or 6 years old. And the very first thing I see her start doing is taking what we have are called purse stools. Yes, you was making fun of him. Keion, you were making fun
No, I
of
thought I just asked, like, didn't I?
You were just like, man, you were like, these are really, like, people set their purses on these
No,
things?
I feel like the man.
Oh, was a
something
separate-
else.
Yeah. Okay.
But then, yeah.
They're
'Cause I get-
personal.
that makes sense. It's logical. I get that.
They're like, well, a lot of people don't know that these exist because why?
Well,
Because they don't have them at Applebee's.
I didn't know that they existed. I just assumed that's probably what they were used for.
By the way, isn't Applebee's discontinued? Is that even a thing anymore?
Applebe's is
Applebee's
still
okay.
they still out here.
got it.
Okay.
Hey, I knew them joints had to exist Because if you ever put my mom purse on the ground, she's about to smack the shit out of
So whenever me and Antoinette go out, she's always looking for the little hook under the bar, like to hang
Very
her purse.
true, very true. That makes a lot of sense. And a lot of people, again, where I'm coming from, they got the most. Expensive.
if we sit at the bar,
Right, but if you don't sit at the bar, then where does she put her back? She has to put
next
it
to her in like the booth, in the seat or something.
What if it's not a booth?
Then I've seen her.
Sometimes you're just sitting in just a seat.
No, I've seen her like hang it on the back of her chair or just sitting in the chair next to her.
Peasant shit. No, should never. Not to call her peasant. I'm just saying that restaurant's on some peasant shit. She should not have to do that.
Promotion is fucking different.
Per stool, so it just looks like a horse saddle.
Yeah.
Right. And then we have another restaurant where it looks like a big old cork, like a big wine cork. And you set
that gold cup.
Bro, people spend money because we sell these for like almost $500.
So what?
Wait, the
stools.
People
have purchased this. They're just like, oh my God, I need this at my home.
At their home?
I need to take this home.
She ain't got a
We're like, ma'am, this is $500.
You just buy that joint off the table? Like, yo, let me
I ain't give him a fresh one. I know you ain't give him a fresh one.
They're the ones that are
they
used.
Ain't no telling.
But it's not like, because
niggas at his job do whatever they want, so you don't know what's been going on with them court stools.
They take them back to the room, yeah.
Well, we can get into some nasty shit going on in the room. But, yo, wait, what did he
Puerto Rican freaking. Nigga, that's what he said.
Puerto Rican freaking.
Shout out to all the Puerto Rican listeners out there on my Boricua. All right, so here's the thing.
Yeah, my bad.
So shit. I love you. So the little girl took as many of these little horse stools that she could find, these little horse saddles, and just made a fucking barricade.
Oh, she was just pulling them shits from other tables.
She was just going and grabbing them from all around the restaurant and just making a little barricade the way she wanted, a little barrier so people couldn't walk a certain way through the restaurant. People carrying shit, people walking through, like, now you can't go that way because this little girl made a little fucking barrier.
Whoop, you wanna.
Then the next thing is, the very first thing that you see when you come and sit down at the table is nicely folded napkins. And the napkins fit inside of a very small gold ring.
Yeah.
So everyone took the napkin out of the gold ring and put it on their lap. So now the little girl took all the gold rings that everyone had and started taking the crayons that we gave her and just setting them inside the gold rings. Not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. Right? But then the next time I came to the table, she had taken our sugar caddy, okay? That thing that you guys go to at restaurants and there's just a bunch of sugar packets in it. Mostly you go to a fucking IHOP or someplace like that. And I love IHOP. So we're not. No. I'm just saying.
Gotta be slandering, nigga.
But we have to be like concrete about this, okay?
Hey,
the reason
you be going to IHOP all the time by yourself now.
That's very well. I stopped doing that, but I did used to. I did used to be the guy in IHOP by myself. Every time I would go grocery shopping, I'd stop at IHOP first. And
this nigga was 55.
What you get?
Was it to go?
Oh, nigga, he said at the table and read a book.
See, Mike weird about doing shit by yourself.
Yeah.
He's weird about doing shit by yourself.
What's wrong with you?
No,
you can't live life by yourself.
There's nothing wrong with it.
He called me weird because I went to the movies by myself.
It's just funny. It's not weird. It's just funny.
I did it too.
Yeah.
I wanted to go see like a Idris Elba movie.
Therapeutic.
You in there like,
By yourself.
I'm gonna continue. I go back. So this is the thing with the sugar caddy. This is why this has to be said. Because most places you go, the sugar caddy is like a rectangle, and there are just a bunch of sugars in there. Ours is it's circular, and we make it so it looks like a blossoming flower, like a deck of cards spread outwards the whole way around.
Shitting on them.
And it takes time, a little bit of time to do that, as opposed to just shoving them in a rectangular.
You got niggas dedicated to just do that?
Nah. It's not just dedicated. It could be, anybody. It's just like, yo, you feel the sugar cat.
Nah, fuck that.
I mean, it's probably like just like folding the silverware and napkins.
Something nice to look at.
Some shit.
Some side work is what it's called. Yeah. Well, it's not fun when little kids pick that shit up and turn it upside down and shake all the sugar out.
Yeah.
So now the sugar packets are on the ground. Right? They're on the ground, they're on the seats, they're on the table, they're not in the sugar caddy.
On the floor.
On the floor.
Oh.
So now you just have the sugar caddy. This is going to be the base of her construction. Then she takes her water glass that she's not drinking water out of because she has a kid's cup with the lid and a straw. So she just has a glass, right, that she shouldn't have because she doesn't know how to treat shit. So she has a glass and she puts the glass inside the sugar caddy. Okay. Then she fills that up with water. Then she asks us for a side of cheddar cheese. Okay.
How old is she?
She asked her mom to ask us for cheese. Mommy, ask them for cheese. Excuse me, can we have cheese? We bring cheddar cheese out to the table. She takes the cheese and she throws it in the glass of water.
She do it as soon as you drop it off.
Yeah, she had no intention of eating it. She had like some pancakes or something. She wasn't using the cheese for the pancakes.
There's something going on in that computer. So she saw, I need to add some cheese to that. Like,
she put the cheese in there. Then she had a little Princess Jasmine from Aladdin toy, like one of them little big-headed ass toys.
Yeah.
She dunked that in there.
Funko Pop?
Maybe. I don't know what a Funko Pop is, but it's a little ass toy. She threw that in a glass. Yeah. She threw a toy in the glass. Now you have cheddar cheese, water, and a toy in a glass. Then she took all of those gold rings that we use for people's napkins, and then she dunked that into the glass, and then she took all the crayons and she dunked that into the glass.
Art. You couldn't respect her creative essence?
Maybe.
So, okay. That's fine, because we can have this conversation, because that's when Mikey was like, well, you know, different people do different people. Now, a lot of people think, at the end of the story, white people. I've sent this not just to you guys through the chat, but to other people, and they're like, white privilege starting early. Wrong. Incorrect.
I thought they would have been of Asian descent.
Now, they were Hispanic. Yeah. They weren't Asian. But then we got into the whole, why did you think that they were Asian? Because I've seen this before. So what have you seen, or what did you hear?
That like it's like a known fact that they kind of just let kids just be themselves, find their little creativity, because they want to see what they're interested in.
And so that's like a Montessori school, sense.
Yeah, like that. Like she wasn't like on like an iPad, like distracted, or wasn't coloring. And she's dunking shit in the water, then maybe she just wanted to see like what water does to shit.
What's going on.
Like, and she's building shit, so that's like some shit.
So it's engineering, it's science.
And the parents are just like, nah, just let her go.
That's just the shit Mike used to do. I'm gonna throw this firework in the toilet.
I used to break shit apart to see how it worked. The toilet was broken, but I wanted to see the parts inside to see how that shit worked.
I get that. That's engineering. Yeah. That's kids playing with Legos and Connects and taking apart fucking Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
I get that.
I
guess you can say that this is. You can make a case that this is this, but the whole point was that.
Yeah.
What?
Nah, that ain't that.
You don't think so?
That's somebody missing out on that
water and sugar.
The fact that she asked for cheese and didn't just have it, she was like thinking, like, how does cheese sit in water? How
that's just somebody that don't get their ass whooped.
Yeah, they definitely don't get their ass whooped.
Well, no, she definitely don't get their ass whooped. Yeah. And so that's the thing. I was not allowed to do anything roughly close to that. Although I do think, because what you're talking about is you brought up some show, and I have to watch the show, which is something on Netflix called Old Enough.
Old Enough.
Have you seen Old Enough?
Nah.
Have you seen Old Enough?
It's a hit already, too.
Maya watches. I've seen like bits and pieces.
It's already popping in other places.
All right. And it's clearly controversial, which is why USA Today was doing a fucking story on it. Okay.
It's controversial?
Because, yes, nigga.
Yeah, because over here, like, you don't just send kids out into public.
But they're not by themselves. They have supervision around.
But the thing is, though, that like that show is just like putting cameras on something that happens. Like over there, they do that. They'll just send them at that age to go do shit. Like they'll just send them out to go do shit like without the cameras. So then they decide to bring the cameras in to just show them doing the shit. And the people are like, "Whoa, they do that over there!" Like,
which is what
the show is controversial, but the concept, the idea of sending kids out to do stuff
because everybody in the little village
knows what are they doing.
They're like send them to the grocery store and go like get some like bread. You know,
I mean, how old are we talking?
Like 3 or 4.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like,
that's wild.
Go to Sheets, go buy some bananas, like from here.
Right.
That sounds crazy, right? But over there, everybody in the village looks out for them because they're like, "Oh, this kid, like
that's what animals do."
Nah, that's very true. I mean, you know, when you get higher consciousness like human beings, and then you get weird about what can be done or whatever, and then But I saw. This is completely kind of slightly unrelated. I saw some foxes the other day. I don't know much about foxes.
I've seen the foxes.
I don't know much about it, but if you get out there, that's right. They be screaming like. That's right. They do have that scream.
Lucky I ain't got my shit on.
But foxes they're cool. But I didn't know much about them at all. I didn't know if they ran in packs at all, like if they were like wolves. Do you know this?
They're pretty much solo, right? They're like
I don't think they're
like
packs.
they're like little dogs.
What do you
they
think?
are dogs.
No, I think there's always some like another one close. I believe.
And what do you think?
I have no idea.
They are extremely social beings, and it's not like they have to run in packs, but they have like families. Like they be around, and they're going to be missed if they're killed. Like they are emotionally bonded to one another. I don't know if that means pack, but sure.
Yeah.
So I was driving down the road, and I was going to work, and I saw one. I was going up a hill, and I saw one like dead in Miller Street. Clearly got hit by a car. Intestines was splat all over the face. But then I saw like two others, and it wasn't like some scavenger shit. One, because foxes aren't scavengers, so it wasn't like some vulture shit. They were just like over there, like
waiting for it to come
like
back.
checking, like kind of like nudging it and stuff like that. And I was like, oh fuck. Like, this is sad as shit. Like, cause they're like little dainty creatures. They look like kind of like cat dogs.
Yeah, they do. They all like cat dogs.
Like, there's something feline about them, but there's something canine about them at the same time. And they were just over there like communing around.
Swift dogs.
And so it looked like a little funeral. Like there was like a few over there, and I was like, oh shit. And then like they ran away. Like when my car came, I was like, oh fuck.
And that nigga swiper finally got hit.
I'm about to say it.
You better stop that swiping.
That shit was kind of crazy. No, but I would want. Going back to this whole kid thing, I was raised. Well, one, we were all raised in a different era, right? Like kids these days aren't doing the same shit we were doing. But I was allowed to go out and flex my creativity and do shit and walk around. But I also wasn't able to be a little fucking dickhead.
Right.
So like that's what you were saying. It's like there's a time
and
place. Yeah.
Should have asked her. Like, what are you making over there?
Oh, just started talking to the kid?
What are you making?
Yeah, because the mom was real just like nonchalant about it. She's just making jokes like, oh my gosh, she just seems to think this place is like a playground or something.
If you have crowns, then like crayons, they have like stuff for kids to do. But she didn't want no parts of that.
There was a sheet. There were tic-tac-toe. There's mazes. There's little things. There's connected shots.
Nigga, there ain't no iPad. Nigga, where the iPad's at?
And
you ain't got no YouTube up in here,
so like.
Yeah, she just had to make do with whatever was around.
Right.
And her parents
nigga, that shit don't get me going, nigga.
I wonder what
don't get me going.
I can't color inside the lines, nigga.
I was at L'Oreal Plaza.
You stay at L'Oreal Plaza.
I know, I do. You should go. You should go more often.
We've been there.
It's a great place.
Fantastic margaritas. Yo, RJ, could you grab my water, man? I just left it on the thing right there. Nah, you gonna have to get up. It's like right behind.
No, I was at L'Oreal Plaza probably
yesterday.
Maybe this was probably like a month and a half ago. Yeah. And there was a kid in there, huge family. It was probably about 15 people, just sitting at this one long ass table. And it was loud as hell in there. It was like a weekend night. So it was lit. And my man had the iPad in front of him with the little stand to put it on.
Oh, yeah.
With the headphones hooked into it with his headphones in. He just wasn't even there.
Oh, yeah. I see that all the time.
I seen a little nigga that wouldn't eat. Actually, this little nigga might be my nephew. But that wouldn't eat without the iPad. Without the iPad being there with the little stand so he can have it watch up, standing up, nigga watching the shit and whatnot.
I mean, that's just the kid version. That's the kid version of people that enjoy eating and watching TV at the same time.
The newspaper. Right. That's the little kid's newspaper.
What, the iPad?
Newspaper?
Yeah.
Think about it. I had to let that one sit for a second.
Think about it.
What? What news? What information?
No, I mean, like, you know how adults say, like, every morning they got to sit there and they got to read the newspaper.
It's kind of like when Denzel said on Training Day that he don't read the newspaper for information. He reads it because it entertains him.
Yeah, they're just reading it.
Unless you're going to entertain me, then let me read my newspaper.
Oh, yeah, he just should fuck up my newspaper.
You know there's people out there that just got to read their newspaper while they're doing shit? Yeah. It's like they just got to have their attention away.
I was telling someone the other day, like how, because we're getting old now. So it's like, how wild is it that we came from the day and age? I don't know if any of y'all ever did this, but I remember, and it may only have been once, but I did it. I looked for jobs. In the newspaper.
I did it.
Did you see, Mike? See, hold on. Y'all not just gonna laugh at me.
But I would do it on break when I was at ABC because I was just looking.
Oh, wait a second. That was 4 years ago.
What are you talking about?
He was talking
talking about in high school.
What, in high school? Oh, you were like, nigga, you looking at
That was like 5, what was that, 5 years ago?
Mikey, you laughing at me.
Yeah.
I did it when people were doing it. I did that shit when I was like 14.
That nigga Mike said,
I was
fucking
just-
Indeed.
I was just looking at it like,
I don't need
Imagine
Indeed.
walking in
because I
like disclosing.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna help you.
I had never really like picked up
Nigga was-
newspapers,
nigga was-
That nigga,
and there was always a
nigga pick up the
like,
newspaper, go straight to the job section.
Right. You know what I mean?
Nigga, at that point in time, you had Indeed, you had Snag a Job.
Yeah, but
Like-
that was too normal. I wanted to just pick up the
normal?
oh, it's like
This
yeah,
nigga
stick
wanted
the
to find a
newspaper.
job at a much slower pace.
No, it was just there. So I was like, let me look at the newspaper. Like, newspaper's here.
Hey, but look,
Why the
how do you
job
even
section?
apply though? You gotta call these niggas. Like, hey, yo,
Yeah.
I seen this ad in the newspaper.
Oh, no.
Send me an application.
No, none of the
Here's my
jobs in there
address.
were
Y'all
jobs
niggas
that
hired.
Right. It was all some weird shit where it was
So
like,
you didn't have
people.
intentions to find a job.
Nah.
Just to see who is advertising.
I was just
jobs
trying
in the
to-
This nigga was just
I was just
playing
looking
around.
through
Oh, that's
Yeah,
different.
I was just looking at the newspaper. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
Oh,
different.
all right, I done that.
No, I was not like
kind of
yeah.
making fun of them, like these niggas
Yeah, I was,
doing their job.
bro. Those weren't. It wasn't like companies looking for work either. It was like people like need person to come help with law and work. It was weird.
Yeah.
This nigga
Oh,
was looking at
so it's like
Craigslist.
Craigslist ads, but in the
That's
newspaper.
exactly what it was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would.
I ain't
That's
gonna-
weird.
The only time I've ever picked up a newspaper really is just to read the comics. I've never really just looked at a newspaper and just tried to read the information.
Damn, nigga, I won a state
telling you.
championship and I was in the newspaper. You ain't even look out for the kid.
Damn.
See,
Were you one of the ones that was like, were you passing it out when it happened? Were you like passing newspapers out?
Oh,
Like, hey, man.
nigga, everybody had them joints before the game ended.
Yeah.
But
what
we
they
went,
have.
but I was
Everybody
there, though.
had them
I
jump
was,
before the game
I was,
ended.
I was still there at the school though. I supported like
You was at the school, nigga, but
I
was you
was
at the game?
I was an
nigga?
Eagle, nigga. No, I wasn't at the game.
Nigga, fuck
Wasn't that
you.
shit like
2009 plus one.
It was supposed to be a UVA, then they moved it because both teams were closed.
Yeah, it was no point to travel.
All right,
that
nigga,
far
but I was
away.
still hyped. I was like, yeah, the niggas won. Like
You
they won a
low-key hating.
championship.
So they printed two newspapers, depending.
No.
I think I heard about
They
this.
printed because Chantilly.
No.
They wasn't. That wasn't Manassas.
They wasn't printing
Journal
that.
Messenger.
Yeah.
That was Manassas Journal, our little local journal that did that.
okay.
So all they did was print a front page.
Yeah.
It was whatever newspaper that came out that day, but they just put
Oh.
and it wasn't pictures from the actual game. It was just our team
okay,
picture before
okay.
Oh,
the.
some generic shit.
It was just our team picture. Nick, why you hating? You
Yeah.
ain't on-
I was about to say he
Why
throwing
you
some wild
hating?
shade in the corner.
Hey, bro, you just mad because you ain't on the water tower. All right, it's okay. It's okay, bro.
I wasn't much of an athlete in high school.
Hey, bro, you were serving on mixtapes though, so you did something. you was giving back to the community.
Hey, niggas bought those mixtapes.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all made it come up. I should have robbed y'all niggas.
Yeah, that is crazy. I was really selling like you and Henry. I always say this about Henry. Like we would burn 100.
Don't they can't forget my nigga Double R. That nigga.
Well, I wasn't burning CDs with him, but so you can speak more to that. But I'm just
Okay.
saying, like, we was burning 100 to 120 CDs.
Oh,
we were going to the store, buying the CD-ROMs, and burning them. You know how long it takes to just burn?
Remember?
when something
Yes.
is 18, 20
Yeah.
tracks and you're burning that
Yeah.
on? We'd burn 120
Nigga,
CDs and sell all of them.
I come from the era of burning CDs, nigga. I was there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just
but
old.
nah, but I remember, nigga. We was selling them CDs for like $5 a pop, and niggas. I remember we sold out on the first day. I don't know how many we had.
Them niggas had 10.
No, I feel like nah, because me and Ryan both had them, and I feel like we had to have had at least about
50.
yeah between us.
Y'all were selling them in school, or y'all?
Yeah, no, in school, niggas was buying them, but we
I remember
promoted
this.
it. We
I remember
promoted
this.
it. We promoted it leading up to it, and like niggas knew that it was sounds of ... sounds of.
Because nobody else was really doing that.
Nope. Nah, it led to a rap beef. one of the biggest beefs for the streets of Osborne.
Yeah, that was dope. Everybody wanted to be a rapper. I got a couple on a couple joints.
Yeah.
It's like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah,
Hey, actually, you two collab.
You can't-
Y'all don't even know. Y'all got to collab.
I got a collab. I'll be happy.
We would have played it on the podcast by now if it weren't for the fact that it's a Gucci Mane beat.
What's wrong? What you mean? What is?
I don't know if that actually have we played other music on here? We have.
In spurts.
We played a little
Hey,
bit of
but-
that joint with me and Ryan on it at the beginning of a pod, like early.
a long time.
Is
ago.
that a Gucci Mane beat that is on a mixtape? Or is that an album?
Definitely not album group.
Because
I don't
if it's a
think that's album
mixtape,
that ain't album.
if it's a mixtape, that nigga may not even own the beat.
Yeah.
Or
I
like,
have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
bro, Bro, that don't be going platinum today. You dropped the ball, and now you should have put a video out.
I'll be saying it.
It's never too
Hey,
late.
Keion was spitting on that song. We used to like play. We used to listen.
Here comes this hating ass. Here comes this hating ass nigga. Yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you.
Okay,
Talk to him, little real. Talk to him.
I be having corks popping up out of bottles like a genie.
Bars.
In the club, so you guaranteed to see me. If you see the money raining, then it's probably coming from me. Now everybody in the spot wanna be my buddy.
See?
Back up, bitch, cause you getting nothing from me. Get up off my arms, cause I'm trying to do my Dougie.
Come on, man.
Hey, tell him. Talk to
You
him.
do that. Talk to him.
Leg back, your booty all up on me. But don't get cozy, cause you going to my homie. When I hit the mall, best believe I'm gon' call. Tell them shut the gate, let me show you how to ball. When it come to kicks, best believe I pick them out. Let me get 2 pairs just in case I dog them out. Then I'm out. About to hit up the local strip. Bitches getting naked. Just because they see my whip, niggas' jaws drop. Tripping on their bottom lip. Trying to get closer. No, maybe that was that line. Tripping on their bottom lip.
I know these haters hating, but
I don't give a shit stepping out the whip. Looking oh so fresh.
mean,
Eyes
look at
wide
the
like
rap.
they never seen a baller in the flesh.
Jewelry on my wrist.
Looking like I open heaven's gates.
I fuck like
David Blaine, cause I make them levitate.
now we gotta celebrate.
Celebrate.
Talking.
Now we
Gotta celebrate.
Hey, what Funk Flex say?
Club.
That's what you call bars.
Something for Ibiza Crossroads
Rose and love.
After that, we gotta hit a Branch Avenue, cause Danny's be having some good Chinese food.
Piece of slice bigger than my motherfucking face.
Yeah,
that one.
Okay, so the people listening, they can gauge whether those were bars or not.
Stream on SoundCloud.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Hey, they can also leave in the comments what they
I'm gonna
think.
slow that song down. That shit gonna go. Watch.
That's fine. Maybe you should throw it at the very end of it. Just throw like a little snippet of him like
The
rapping
bitches
at
get
the very
naked
end.
part.
Yeah, definitely do the bitches get naked because I'm pretty certain he was driving a Saturn at the time. Like, it was an old Saturn at the time. I'm pretty certain.
Nigga ain't buy no 2 pairs of nothing.
All right,
Was
hold on a
barely
second.
18, couldn't get into the club.
I just want to ask, you don't got to go into specifics. I just want to know because you seem like you're kind of on board with what you were talking about. How are you planning on raising this child, Mikey?
Just by observing. I don't know. Just
gonna look at it.
no. It's like it's gotta observe. It's basically.
He'll tell me what he
Not
likes.
gonna interfere.
Yeah, you
with
just,
anything.
It's a
just
she.
know
Actually,
that,
it is a daughter. That's right.
Yeah,
You
it's
are
a girl.
having a
So I'm looking at it like I'm not in charge of the person. I'm in charge of like the well-being of the person.
Okay.
I'm just here to help that person learn the world and navigate and grow up and not die.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
Keep it alive is number one. keep the child alive is number one.
Number one.
What do you dispute? What do you do?
No, I'm not disputing anything.
Oh.
It's just,
Nigga better go get that Similac. It'll just be
Yeah,
shortages
y'all-
everywhere.
you stocked up on that?
No, we're doing breastfeeding.
Are we doing?
oh, straight up?
Hey man, them titties gonna get tired of this.
We're doing breastfeeding.
Yeah, nigga, you gonna have your titties too. Hey bro,
Did they make that? Did they make that?
hey, just make sure you shave first.
They
alright? We don't need the baby to have hair in the mouth.
Meet the Fockers.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You can
yeah,
put
they had the
Fake
fake joint.
titties.
But
Yeah. Had the milk inside.
Yeah,
Baby
yeah.
was just.
But what milk is that inside of a fake?
I mean, it's
breast?
probably
It's
breast
hers.
milk.
Use a
Pump.
pump. Use a pump.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pump it out.
Oh, so you pump it out? Oh, it's just because you don't want your nipples to get all raw and stuff like that from the baby.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pump. Plus, you want to have it on standby. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all see that video?
We probably sound like some fucking idiots
Hey,
talking about
hey,
breastfeeding.
yeah.
A bunch of niggas in here talking about breastfeeding right
Hey, y'all
now.
see that video? It was like a fat dude and a baby. And the baby, the nigga had his shirt off, and the baby went to bite his damn nipple.
Yep.
Trying to get some milk up out of there. Nigga was like, hey!
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. So This is gonna sound ridiculous. So men cannot,
bro. Okay. No,
There's nothing in
like in no way, shape, or form can that be a thing.
No.
With any sort of testosterone, there's a lot of shit going on these days.
Be a thing?
Can you? Okay.
Squirt milk out the nipples.
There's
nigga.
a lot.
That's
There's a lot of hormone changing, transitioning things going on in science today.
Yeah,
so I
nigga,
wanted to know if you started taking a lot of estrogen or something like that. If there's
nigga.
Okay,
No.
so that can't happen.
No, because
I
no matter what I take, I can never
idea.
give fucking birth.
Oh, so that's the thing that like your body has
Your
to be
body's
prepared
programmed, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. See, I'm an idiot, so I don't know.
Because if you're not having a baby, you just don't have milk spurt out.
I just heard about. I mean, this might be inflammatory, but it wouldn't be the first time.
Hey, nigga, what Twitter you be on?
Yeah.
No, I won't see that. First of all, I only use Twitter for podcasts. I don't see nothing else going on in there. Like I don't look at nothing else. We can talk about it for a second, but I got up this morning. First thing I saw was Mo was upset because Drake gave us an album full of H&M vibes. That was the only thing I saw in there. I closed it right out.
Yeah.
But
That shit doing
So
numbers at Hollister.
you only follow people that you know?
no, I'm just looking at podcast like things, like podcast related things. I don't see anything else going on.
Just the ocean.
It-
Make your own little river.
It's
You've
only
never tried to curate it to follow people that you're interested in?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
no, because I don't know who I'm interested in. Like I don't know.
initially
You don't have
You're figuring it out though.
Not
Bro.
a specific person, but like a topic.
But he's trying to grow a platform, so I don't believe that he should be limiting,
Like
certain things.
you
Like,
want-
I think
you
he has
want-
to be
you
open.
want me to
Talking about who you follow.
No, I don't want to be on social media for that. That's the thing. Like I don't want to be on it.
Yeah.
Like I would not be on it if I didn't have a podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only
So
reason
you
that I
only
even
use
have
it
it.
for information regarding podcasts.
You're
Podcasts
curating
like people.
the timeline to match like this podcast.
It's only podcast.
Exactly.
Like it's
Yeah.
people talking about podcasts. It's people promoting their podcasts. It's like podcast gurus giving out information
and
about.
maybe
It's
people
just like
who
community.
you talk to a lot. Just listen to the podcast.
Yeah, that happens.
It'll be like your own community.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, so I don't do anything else on it.
And I was trying to tell you that probably 2020. I was like, bro,
Yeah, you definitely were. But at 2020, I just started the podcast. Yeah. So
I was on his ass too. I tried to tell both these niggas they needed somebody to do the social medias.
Yeah. Keion. Keion dropped the ball on that one. Anyway, so the whole thing is, he asked me what Twitter I be on. So it's these fake vaginas, right? So it's people that, in the sense that the people transitioning.
Yeah.
They're getting vaginas, right? Like they get their dick taken off.
I thought you were talking about them pocket pussies.
And
That's what I thought.
yeah.
That was my first thought.
No. Supposedly, the pocket pussies may. Okay, let me not do that.
No.
I don't know the technology put into pocket pussies. The things that you go buy from the little nasty store. I don't know what sort of lubrication. I think you probably have to buy lubrication
I will hope
for
that
those.
drink raw dog in it.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't just like secrete anything. But the whole point
This
is
shit just hitting rubber.
But when you have these transitions, from what I hear, whether you're transitioning to be a man or transitioning to be a woman, if you get a dick put on you, there's no sensation there. So you're just
So it don't get hard or nothing?
I don't think it's functional. I think you just have like something
Nigga, they always slanging.
yeah, like you just kind of go,
don't know.
but like you're just pumping. I don't think that it
So,
gets
I mean, why do surgically? Why not just wear the strap on?
because
Because that's probably too big.
because you're transitioning.
Yeah,
So
nigga.
like
You want to have like an actual
Yeah,
joint.
no, I get that, but it's just like
you want to go the full way. You want a dick. Is what I'm. What are you like? Well, I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening right now. Like, you want a dick. You don't want a strap.
Because I asked, I was like, I mean, does it like the blood don't rush there though?
I mean, you can find out.
They might.
I was like, nigga, who can find out?
That nigga about to say you cut your shit off.
During Pride Month too.
Cut your shit off.
Oh, this is Pride Month.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, shout out. No, I love everybody. I'm not doing everybody. I love everybody. Everybody knows that. If you don't, whatever. So the point is, And also, if you have your shit taken off and you just have your shit, you have your penis taken off and you have just like what it was your ball sack in that gooch-like area inverted and turned into a vagina. That doesn't have. I bring this up because we're talking about the nipples and the breastfeeding and all that. You can't. It doesn't secrete.
The senses aren't there, right?
Well, yeah, even that. The senses aren't there, so that
it's
sense
just like
of sex. Yeah, it's like an indentation. So that sense of sex, like that sort of pleasure is taken away. Maybe something mentally, you're like,
I don't know.
I don't know how that.
Sure that the senses are gone.
Yeah, like
that's the thing.
The vagina is very complex.
Yeah, the vagina is extremely complex.
There's no sensory.
There's no natural. Right? There's no. the
nigga said right. Nigga right.
You've been doing some vagina.
Am I right though?
Yeah. No, it's a very complex thing.
I don't know. I'm gonna stand in the man's
all
place.
All those nerves just go away.
Get
like
involved.
they're just all severed.
Yeah. So and it's like so. This is what I've heard. I'm not a scientist. I do not know. But the thing is, there's no natural secretion.
Well, yeah, that's understandable. But to say there's no feeling,
there's no
all nerves are.
There's no self-cleaning system.
Mm-hmm.
So
I did find out about that the other day. I read it on Twitter. That the vagina got a self-cleansing system.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's the whole. I
ain't got one. How the fuck I'm supposed to? I gotta wash my shit.
Yeah, that's the whole.
There's no pH balance. Yes. There's a pH balance down there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Huh? All right. That's fine. Do you go down there with litmus paper? Test the acidity of it? You remember science class?
I don't test the acidity of it.
Okay.
I've been with a woman for a long time. I've learned some things. I don't know what you're doing right now.
Well, Keion, school me.
Well, nigga, I'm not about to give you a thesis.
I mean, this information may help me in my dating life.
So my whole point is we should get on that too. I just don't really know like what things are capable and what isn't capable in the transition area these days.
Yeah, you don't know what
I don't know what people can do. I don't know what they
can't
do.
How far the transition goes.
Yeah, exactly. I just know that if you
Google it.
I just know that if trans people if they just open this shit up for sports, I can't wait to really see how that goes. I just want to see how far that goes in sports.
Nah, Louisiana just banned that shit. Like, nah, bro.
For fighting or for anything?
For any sport. Like, bro, y'all not about to come out here and smoke these girls. Y'all not about to do this. Louisiana was playing that shit.
Damn.
See that.
Nah, they banned it.
In high school or
like I think in high school sports. But like, bro, imagine being a father. You was at the park every day with your little girl, you know, working hard for her to be the best.
Serena and Venus.
She get 9th grade. She won states in track or whatever, and you think she about to win 3 more. But dude, the transition. I'm like, hey bro, I don't want to get y'all canceled, but like somebody in the transition, and
worse.
then now he's just smoking her ass, and like all them awards that she would have won, this nigga done won. And now she missing out on like scholarship offers and shit. But he not getting those offers, or I guess it'd be a she. My bad. I don't want to speak on that improper. But
6'6" legs.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Back built. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like got the quads and everything, got the calves, and just slaughtering everybody in every meet.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll be pissed off.
Yeah, I just think it is wild stuff. I was hearing about like billiards the other day, like pool, and how even when it comes to just something that's not fucking Brock Lesnar transitioning and then just going and killing every woman that he steps in the octagon with, because that's kind of weird.
That's not really how that should be playing out though.
Hold on, tell it, say more.
Like I think like there's more. Like remember we talked about that.
Speaking to the mic.
Remember we talked about
you can like move it to like where it's like more comfortable. Yeah.
That female swimmer or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think there's like a transitional period when they're really like, I don't know about high school. High school seems kind of difficult. But I know in that there's like a transitional period. So it ain't like one day it's like, boom, I'm Jake. And then tomorrow I'm Samantha and I'm just swimming. Like, I think there's like a process. So
I think some places are more liberal than others, and you can just identify.
You just roll up, say, I
identify, and if you tell me that I don't
swim with these,
then I'm gonna take my phone out, videotape you, and I'm gonna put you online. So
speaking of that, it seems like more serious, like you know, like sporting events, like collegiates or Olympics or stuff like that. It seems like there's like an actual process.
Yeah, but I still think the person that's transitioning is still gonna have an advantage.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, just by genetics though. You see how big that nigga was?
Yeah.
Who?
Leah Thomas.
Yeah.
Swimmers be tall in general, though. I mean, I don't know.
No, this nigga was built like Michael Phelps.
I do know some of the women that were swimming were kind of upset with it.
All of them was.
So I remember that some of them were.
Didn't she go from like ranked in the fucking
It's
hundreds,
like 400th or some shit like that.
to
and
like
then
number one?
Yes,
Nigga, that's crazy.
I know.
That's wild.
I know, but then again,
Why I say that because men, we have bigger muscles than women. And I don't think you make.
But that's why I think there's like a
yeah, but like you're still gonna have.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I get what
You're
you're saying.
talking about taking the hormones.
Yeah,
right.
That's
Oh
what-
yeah.
Even with the hormones.
I don't know. You know
Nah,
what I mean?
yeah,
But
I read
feel
about
like
that.
some people act like a nigga just turn around straight out the gym, like, nah, you know this what it is, and like they're coming in.
Yeah,
Nah, but
no.
even with all the hormones, you'll still have a
Yeah,
natural advantage.
because you've been having testosterone pumped through your body for 20 some odd years,
Yeah.
or
I
you know, and it's
Hey,
still
but
different.
speaking of what you were just saying, like people that are just saying stuff without any restrictions. I don't know how true it was, but at the flag football tournament I was just at this past weekend in Richmond, there was rumors going around that there was a guy that I think he was coming from Texas that went and to the DMV, got on his license, identified as a woman, and didn't transition or anything, and it was going to come to the tournament, play co-ed, and anytime he scored, he was going to argue that it's 9 points instead of 6 because he's identified as a woman. And
This shit get tricky.
That's when the nigga wanted them
like-
points.
I would have been pissed off because I was like, nigga, you probably the best nigga out here. Why are you
Yeah.
doing this?
I feel like we're just in a transition period as humans. I feel like 100 years from now, we're gonna look back at this and we're
Like people can be like, that was a stupid little
like,
error they had.
why were they arguing over this?
Yeah, like
There'll be
that.
like a norm to it. I don't know what the
because
answer's gonna be, but
there's so many things going on right now. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a really
Yeah.
good way to say it, that we're just in a transitional period for a lot of things.
Period.
You know,
yeah,
It's a lot of figuring out where
there's a lot of ironing out.
Yeah,
biologically,
yeah.
politically, like there's a lot of
And
things.
I think they're gonna
happen.
look back and they're gonna be like, "Dang, remember when they were arguing, trying to figure that out when they could have just did this."
Yeah.
The answer is gonna seem simple in the future. You know, hindsight.
Like I'm
2020.
pretty sure at some point at boxing, everybody fought each other.
Yeah,
And then eventually they needed a weight class.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
like eventually it was like,
Weight
all right,
classes.
man, we need to
Right.
think this through. And then they came up with weight classes. Like it might be.
Yeah.
There's
I
140
mean, that's
in there.
that's how UFC started. I remember seeing
everybody was
UFC
like,
fights.
everybody, somebody get beat on. It's like, all right, maybe we
They're like, all right.
They wasn't going to regulate UFC. Like they were
Right.
getting banned. They were about to get banned in this country, and they were going to have to go to other places and fight if they didn't come up
Yeah.
with weight classes.
And
Because they wasn't using.
They was about to send them niggas to the Shanghai Sharks.
They wasn't right. They wasn't.
Shanghai Sharks.
That's a real team.
Yeah,
Basketball.
Yeah, people really only know about it because it was in 2K one year. Like 2K, my player, like when it first started, you can get shipped to overseas if your player ain't good enough. So you had to sign like a little contract to play overseas.
The Beijing Bandits.
There's no way that they're like nice.
They're nice in their country.
I feel like
I'm
probably Stephon Marbury play for him.
Nah,
You
That nigga won like 10 championships.
Hey, that nigga Starbury like Michael Jordan in China.
I'm certain they are
That's your
nice
man's, too.
over there.
Yeah, nigga.
Compared to NBA.
It's all
Nigga Starbury, nigga. Nigga, he
Don't
did
try to hate on
NBA.
that was your man's.
Don't hate on
you had the Starbury.
You had the Starbury.
That was your man.
You had the Starbury.
You had the whole Starbury fit. You had the white, blue, and orange joints too. You had the Nick colorway, didn't you? I think you did have that Nick colorway. The white, blue, and orange joint.
I hate on Starbury. Like,
Nigga was rocking that joint with a Ben Wallace jersey.
my father. Okay, is about.
Weren't you like a big Rip Hamilton fan?
Yeah, as big.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had the Ben Wallace afro in high school.
which is a wild afro to have. My father was about trying to take care of black people in black enterprise, okay?
Okay.
And Stephon Marbury came out with some shoes, and I think that he made them specifically to be put in Paylesses and just like place like
Yeah,
that.
it was like
So-
Rick,
he's
was it
trying
like
to
a
do his-
Rick and one of them Barry, something Barry?
Stephen Barry.
Yeah, something like
Oh,
that.
Stephen Barry,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
So we
like
had to
one
go
of
to
those,
Stephen
yeah.
Barry to get them exactly. So young kids in the hood could have some shoes.
He's trying to get on his Shaq.
like Shaq's.
He's trying to do his
Nigga,
Shaq.
he said, young kids in the hood, why that store was next to Saks Fifth? Nigga, I don't even walk to this side of the mall.
There are some kids in the hood that live next to some really, really nice neighborhoods. So when you go to the mall, like
gentrification.
yeah,
Nigga, me.
so when you go to the mall, like it's just like, oh,
That's why I was always at Mike's crib.
I'm gonna go over here and go to this other place, Stephen Barry's.
I feel it.
So that's why I had the fucking Stephon Marbury's, the Starburys.
That nigga was wearing them joints in basketball class too. It was
Yeah, it just looked like big leather socks.
She had like 3 seams on her.
Yeah, it was really bad.
That's the generic shoes from the video games where you're like, you ain't unlocked the Nikes yet. But you got these, so you can throw them on.
It's the default, exactly. And I didn't play very hard, and I ripped through them.
Dang.
Yeah, so that was that. But
Wow.
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But again, it gets weird when it's sports that are not about physical fitness. Like for some reason, billiards is a sport where women do not stack up against men. And that's a weird.
I would think it'd be the opposite.
Yeah, that's
for some
interesting.
reason.
You would think it'd be opposite because of
I think
how
that-
their methodology, like how.
Do you think it has something to do with just more men are more interested in playing billiards at a high
be.
level?
See, that's what I said because remember my dad came on and I was talking about women not being so much into engineering and they're a part of the healthcare profession because women are naturally more nurturing, and that doesn't mean that all women are super nurturing and don't find gadgets interesting. It's just that they just care for people more than men do. Men like things. They like fucking around with things
That could be,
in a general sense. And then you have people that kind of like I'm much
But I
more
wonder if
interested in
that's-
humans than
Is that
than
like
things.
based off of what society and culture kind of pushes it towards?
Right,
Is
so
that
that's
why it happens?
So that's what you were saying. I think that there have been studies where they try to level that out. It's in like Scandinavia, where they tried to level that out and give, opportunity to everyone to be able to do everything.
Yeah.
It turned out that people just chose to do that thing that they were already sort of expected to do, which was women ended up doing more feminine, quote unquote, things and men was doing the man things.
But you're not going to be able to just change that in a year either, though. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I don't think so. I don't think so either.
Yeah.
No, of course not. Why would you?
No, I was saying with the Scandinavia thing, they try to open it up, but like,
Oh, yeah, I don't know how long
it's gonna
that-
take time to transition into, people getting outside of certain norms and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't going to just happen in a couple years.
Yeah, and then again, you just
Transition
have
period.
Yeah.
what?
Transitional period. Just
So
as
what do
humans.
you think the world's going to look like, Mikey? Because you
don't know.
be looking at technology,
That's the thing.
Elon
I
Musk,
don't know.
Neuralink, all this sort of stuff, AI.
I mean, I do see it headed towards some kind
iRobot.
of system
iRobot,
where like an AI,
Eagle Eye, all those movies.
where like an AI kind of sets up systems that we kind of just follow. Not we, because I don't think we'll be here at that point.
Is she gonna look like the
oh, you mean we as people, but not we, like not us. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, us.
But you think that human beings will still
Yeah.
be living side by side amongst robots and
Not really robots like the movies, but
It's like systems.
yeah, more
systems.
like systems and algorithms that are going to tell
Clouds.
Yeah, that'll kind of tell people
Be like
how
a
to
robot
move
delivering
and
your pizza.
Like predetermined. Like,
predetermine
this is
what,
you
to
should be
grow.
doing.
Grow this
Yeah.
here at this time because the world's temperature and ocean levels are looking like this.
Are
So
they
y'all
gonna,
should do
are they gonna
that.
separate us into different classes?
Yeah.
probably.
They're gonna be the broke niggas and the niggas with money.
So it's gonna be like you ever seen Divergent?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like Divergent.
Oh yeah, you have these different
Whatever it comes
factions
up
of people. You had like Candor, which was all for like the really truthful people, and like you took some sort of test, and everybody was put into like some sort of faction depending upon what it was you were sort of about.
Yeah, because
in life.
algorithms are already running companies the way they sell you things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's all about computer processing and calculations.
Yeah, that would make
all
sense.
going towards it.
Fuck, man, life is weird. I don't know where it's gonna go, but that makes some sort of sense. Is putting people in different factions because I get older and I think like life is much cooler when you just kind of like get easier, like you ease up on how other people live life. You're just like, man, fuck it, let other people live however they want to live as long as they're not harming anyone. That's fine.
Right.
But then it's hard to tell like when people are harming people. Because it's not always overt, like slapping someone in the face or killing someone. Like, it's not always that way. So you have to wonder when people are. And I was thinking about this actually earlier today. I'm like, all right, this is the way my mind goes. Because I like have a thought and then I'll rebuttal myself. Like, I'll have a debate in my fucking mind. So this is how the debate sort of went. It's like, okay, let go, let people live how they want to live. They want to do that. It's not what you do. It's not what you do. And you don't think you would do it because it's a not an optimum way of living life, but that's fine. Like, they're them. And I thought, no one in their right mind, like no rational person, gets upset for anyone that is upset for people drunk driving. Like when people drink a lot of alcohol and get on the roads and drive, it is a general consensus amongst rational human beings to be upset at that person doing that thing. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't do it. You could possibly kill people. You don't have your mental faculties. It's absent-minded. Like you shouldn't be in that place. But like if you take that and you just think about people being absent-minded, period, in life, sober, people don't think about doing things in general in life that take you away from being a more mindful person. And so I'm thinking, well, once it doesn't have to do about alcohol, we don't give a shit too much anymore. Well, but we don't think about the other things that take people away
that lead to that.
I think
that lead to death and just just bad shit in general all the time. Just you going and having a bump into somebody or road rage. Or is there like a ton of stuff that people do on a daily basis that they wouldn't do if they were a much more attentive human being? Yeah. But we don't talk about any of those things because it's not them drinking alcohol for some reason. So it doesn't matter.
It comes with age, like because older people get mad at shit like that quickly.
Okay.
Like they get mad at people who
pay attention.
Right.
Like okay.
Yeah. So I think it just comes with age, noticing how people could do things better.
Okay.
When you're still in the age bracket of people who are when everybody
25 to 35.
Yeah, because like the young kids aren't getting mad at each other for drunk driving. The same way that people our age are getting mad at younger kids for drunk driving. Yeah. Okay. It just comes with age.
But I mean, there's certain things too that older people do that's kind of, it might not be as severe as drunk driving, but
like drive slow as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But like, it's a lot of things. So
like what? Like does anything come to mind? Like
they should not be running the government.
All right, you know what? That's the starter. That was great. Right? That's a great starter. Yeah, because Supreme Court, you just get the job for life, right?
70? Yeah. No, you shouldn't be out here making the rules for everybody.
How old is Joe Biden?
Like 77, 78.
Right, because his mind doesn't work anymore.
No.
Okay.
Nigga, 137.
we can come together and say this.
A lot of their minds are, there was an article I read about like a pharmacist out there in that damn city where they were
hate DC.
Bro, I got some shit to talk about with DC, but they were fulfilling prescriptions for like Alzheimer's for like sitting members of Congress.
Yeah, see.
That's like, we should know about this. Hold on.
If you've ever been around humans with Alzheimer's,
my
grandpa went through, like, that's crazy.
You're signing laws.
He locked us out the house.
Bro, they're signing laws for like the population and can't even remember what damn draws they put on.
See, man. And that's going to be another one of those things, hopefully, in the future where they look back and it's like, they were fucking stupid.
Yeah.
They had 80-year-old fuckers on the Supreme Court making decisions.
Right, thinking about what they grew up on. Like,
that's what I was thinking. Like, just imagine like how much times has changed. Like when they were like 30, that's like 40 years ago.
They was in these pictures.
You know what I mean? That's like
they were throwing the rocks at the little girl trying.
When they was 30, we wasn't even thought of.
Yeah, like that was like a whole different era. Like that molded their mind to think how they think, and like we done transitioned into a whole another era.
Them niggas lived through the Great Depression.
Bro,
yeah, like
they was out there yelling, cussing at Martin. All right,
It was them niggas.
Oh, it was their grandpa.
Remember the Titans when the schools were merging?
Yeah,
it was them.
Yeah, exactly. Or their parents.
Right.
Their parents were the ones doing it, and they grew up with the ideology that their parents taught them, and now they're sitting members of government signing these.
Just to expect like a grown ass adult to just do a complete 360 and change the way they look at things.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, that's
right.
not. Like, yeah, that's wild.
Damn. At what age do you feel like you're just gonna be okay with just like completely? Are you like if you're like 50 or what is it 60? What age do you just feel like, all right, well shit, I'm here now. Fuck it. I don't want to learn nothing new. Don't nobody try to tell me nothing new.
No.
I think you can always want to learn.
You always want to learn
now. I got what I need.
But the brain's also a muscle, right?
That's right. We talked about this.
If you work on it, it won't deteriorate the way that
it is a muscle. It can atrophy through time. Right. Yeah, that's very true.
So like, it's not like every single 80-year-old is out here broken down in the brain.
That's very true.
But majority of them probably are. Like,
but they still have like a foundation though that was set during a certain period of time that is not now too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even if they're
not open to changing,
they might be open, but it's only like so much that you can. You know what I mean?
Because them old niggas are smoking cigarettes when they was 12.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they were living hard.
It was allowed to.
You ever see like their high school pics from like the 70s, bro? They look like 40-year-olds.
Bro, when you see the
NBA
20-year-old niggas
That's
in the NBA.
NBA pictures be rookie with a whole cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
A cul-de-sac?
Bro, you ever
The
see Clyde
cul-de-sac? This
Drexler?
nigga called
Go
it
look
cul-de-sac.
at Clyde Drexler's like rookie card.
That nigga look the same when he retired.
Because you couldn't get away from things. One, there were people weren't taking supplements.
But also, bald was cool back then. My brothers used to be bald because of Michael Jordan. Like, y'all niggas willingly was bald. Like,
And then on top of that, well, I mean, exercise. They were probably
Water wasn't
exercising much
filtered.
more than these days. But you said water,
Water wasn't filtered. They were smoking in restaurants. They were
airplanes. They were smoking.
Bro,
You had to be on an airplane. Smoke, restaurant smoke, bus smoke. Like, anywhere you went, they were smoking.
It was
just
also
living on-
during the age of crack.
that too. Hey,
Crack
crack was a normal drug. Like for,
crack
like,
raised the
people our
murder rates in
parents' ages.
D.C. and Maryland.
Like
You think them niggas wasn't sniffing crack at halftime?
I don't know if you sniff crack.
Lawrence Taylor used to smoke crack.
If there was smoke crack, he would leave the stadium in his pads.
No, I think you talking about the nigga from the Celtics.
Him too.
That
He
nigga
was on
would
pills.
be in his full jumpsuit
on the street.
outside of the stadium
Ready
on the
to buy
corner
pills.
waiting for that nigga to
But
bring
Lawrence
his shit.
Taylor said he would literally drive home in like his lowers, get to his house, go in, didn't know half the people in there, go find his little stash, get high on crack. Like his house was like a crack house mansion. He plays in the NFL. And he
Crack
was
house mansion.
one of the best.
Did you ever hear that story about a dude who played for the Dolphins and he like got arrested for like a coke binge?
Sports podcast.
Oh my gosh.
No, because this is all about. This ain't like the stats and all of that sort of shit. Like, man, no, that nigga ran 400 yards.
Look into the stats.
This nigga don't want to be a sports podcast because he had to watch some raggedy ass Celtics blow that lead.
Yo, nigga, I'm not like.
Now you're not a Celtics fan, you old bandwagon ass nigga.
I was.
Oh, okay.
I was.
I'm glad you going to admit it.
I was a bandwagoner. Okay. Them niggas won a championship.
Rooting for that
08.
racist ass city.
I was rooting for them to win it, and I held on to that for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I don't have a team right now. I just watch basketball.
Paul Pierce.
I was a bandwagon.
Yeah.
So what?
I said Paul Pierce shit himself.
That's okay.
That was your nigga.
That's fine.
Wait, did Paul Pierce actually shit himself?
Nigga, they had to get this nigga out the stadium in a wheelchair.
He faked the injury
Like he was hurt.
and like he was hurt, and they wheeled him to the locker room.
They're
Like
carrying
in a
him.
wheel, they were carrying him
Like he was like
off
a
the
wounded-
court in the
a
middle of the
wounded
game, like
soldier.
he was a wounded soldier, to the locker room. And he came out like 2 minutes later, and the story is that he shit himself, so he did that to try to like cover it up.
Because they was wearing white that day.
Yeah,
I would definitely do that. I would 1000%.
Hold on.
yourself?
Bro, hold on. I got a story about shitting on yourself.
All right.
There was a marathon. It might have been last summer, and there was a runner that like she shit herself and kept running the race so that she could place high.
Oh.
did she at least prepare and like have on some damn diapers
No,
or something?
no.
That shit just
Straight
rolled down her
shot.
head.
She was running and she's like, I got a shit. So she's like, fuck it. I'm not about to fuck my time up. Just shit herself mid run.
Wow.
Finished the
I
race.
know that shower was
Shitty.
Hey, imagine being a runner that stepped in it. Nigga was a
All down her legs. There's pictures. It's like a whole article.
Well,
Yeah,
she
I've
was
seen
probably
that.
but
She
if she was
placed pretty high.
but if she was wearing like them compression shorts,
It
then it was just smashed in there the whole
Smashing
time.
it, just dripping
Is it worth
slowly.
it? Like to place high and shit yourself?
It depends on the,
You got to.
how much,
This is what you do.
how much sponsor money you gonna get? No,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Are
if
you
this is
about
what
it?
No.
Shit, nigga.
I'm asking y'all. I don't know. I think
I'm gonna do it.
I'm doing that shit, nigga. I gotta live off of this.
I'm definitely going to do it. Yeah, it's just because at the end of the day,
I'm gonna get some followers
like,
off of this.
like is it nasty? Yeah, but it's shit, bro. Like, so what?
Goddamn.
Like at the end of the
little
day, bro, like you about to achieve greatness. Like shit on yourself.
The
It's whatever.
pen's about to give me a
Who want to
sponsorship.
shit on themselves and come in like fifth? Like you better win.
Oh, you gotta win. No.
Not even that though.
It was like
Because if you come in fifth though,
very high players.
nigga,
She
but you're
better have
getting
won that motherfucker.
but you're getting sponsor money. You're still winning.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Nigga,
no.
all those running marathons, all that shit is tied into like New
Yeah.
Balance,
A6.
Nike, Puma,
She
A6.
probably
Fuck
did
that.
get like a
Nigga, I'm getting a check.
C4, whatever.
Yes,
Oh,
Red Bull,
real quick.
all that shit.
So
fact.
I want to make sure because when I used to take C4, because I don't do this anymore, I was taking the powder, which was pre-workout.
Right.
But now I see you with the canisters. The canisters are just an energy drink.
No, it's still pre-workout.
Okay.
I fucked around and drunk that shit in the motherfucking morning. That shit had me at work.
I did the research.
I was like, nigga, I would never
Yeah, you
try
been
to make it
shaking?
again.
Nah, it's still Because I
You thought it was an energy
I
drink?
wanted
I
to
thought it was
know what it was. So I did Google the powder versus the energy drink. Not too much is off.
See,
Because it still is. It gives you the same effects as if you were taking the powder.
see. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, because you've never taken pre-workout, right?
I took it like once when I went to the gym with you. Like one
Okay, so
time.
you remember that it feels like
Yeah,
the
been back.
Adderall, but just for the
Yeah,
body, like
yeah.
just in the body. So you
Yeah.
have to move, you have to exert
Right.
energy. It's fucking incredible. Like, I was outside one day. Actually, we were about to do a pod because you came and you saw me talking to a guy out front. I just saw him the first day.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like I was just walking. And he was getting out of his car and he just started talking to me about like these fucking pajama pants I was wearing, and we just got in a conversation. And
Pause. Hey, yo, you can't.
What was his first like opening line?
okay,
I tell you
see,
what
I
it
didn't
was.
know I was gonna help you.
Hey, boy, you trying thick in them pants. Hey, boy, yeah, you looking good out there, boy.
It was a Thursday.
Is that Cookie Monster?
Double cheeked up on a Thursday.
I was
Nigga, is that Elmo?
I was wearing candy cane
In the middle of June.
sweatpants, exactly. And he commented on that and he said, "Hey, I thought that Christmas was in December or something like
I
that."
got my present right here.
He was definitely shooting his shot.
100%.
And we started talking, whatever.
You get his number?
I did not get his number, but he lives a couple buildings down. He's a professional pool player.
Okay.
And he just has a pool set up in there and he just plays pool all day long.
He invite you over.
So you gonna be over there?
He
bitch?
did not invite
In the
me
crib,
over.
he has a full pool table.
He just
Nigga, how long was this conversation?
It was probably like all at 7 minutes. But
a long
the
time.
point was is that the whole time he's talking to me, he has a big ass canister. It was the big one though.
Wait, he's drinking.
The big canister of the C4. He had got out of the car and he's walking to his building. So we're having conversation about just like pool and him traveling all over the world and playing pool. And I'm just like, I'm really fucking invested. I'm like, yo, like, where do you go? What's it like? Do you win? Like, how much do you have to win in order for you to continue to live this lifestyle? Like, we're talking about all this shit. And like him having to pay wild taxes to play pool outside. Like, it's a bunch of wild shit.
Yeah, that's probably why the nigga live in this neighborhood. Shit.
Yo, great prices over here though. But he's drinking C4 the whole time. And I'm like, yo, I just saw you get out the car. Are you about to go change and like go to the gym or something? He was like, no, I'm about to go play pool. Now, keep in mind, also, his teeth is rotted to shit. So I think that he's just constantly doing nothing but drinking energy drinks. And I can substantiate that because he said, I've been up since 3 a.m. I've just been playing all day.
Hey, you look at that nigga and bite you.
Wasn't lying. Are we sure that nigga wasn't just lying? And he's a pool player.
And his mom.
In my mind, I'm a pool player.
Hey, because I'll tell you what, there's another nigga out here that be fiending. And I know for a fact, because I'll be seeing him out there fiending.
Yeah.
I've seen this nigga at Sheets when I stopped by there one morning to get one of them C4 drinks before I went to the gym, and it's like 4 o'clock. I look over, I'm getting gas. I'm like, hold up. This nigga car green now because he didn't paint that bitch. I don't know how he did it. But that nigga was in the car asleep. I was like, nigga, we live across, like, nigga, you live across the street.
Here, go home.
No, the nigga lives here, but he be high all the fucking time. So I saw that nigga out there with the mean lean. Like, that nigga would have gave Michael Jackson a run for the money with the lean. Was bleeding hard.
The weird thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He
I didn't
out
tell
here
you.
spray painting his car different colors, like every.
Yeah, I didn't tell you the other day that nigga was at Sheets like 4:30 in the morning in his fucking car asleep.
He might tell
Slumped
you he's
over.
a NASCAR driver.
bro. So, but people,
Hey, he putting a stripe on that car too.
but people are weird like that. I'm not exaggerating. There was a guy at my job, and one time, you could tell he was a little weird, but I'm not a mental health genius, so I don't know like what conditions he may have. He was a little weird. But he could have completely regular conversations with you if it seemed like maybe he took his meds that day. Right? But then you could tell there was a part where, like, a day where he stopped taking them, and then like a couple weeks went by, and he started to get like a little more manic, like just like weirder. He would just start talking about like out of the box things. And one of the days when he was just regular, he was talking to me about how he overheard me talking about chess. And he was like, "Oh, you play chess? I never find anyone. Like, I never get to play chess." So he wanted to play. Was it?
I said we could play.
Hey, he would have smoked you. Did y'all play?
I already see where you going. No, I never. Well, here's the thing. So I never got to play him, but I was like, oh, we should. Then some weeks passed, and I noticed him start to get a little bit more manic. And this nigga started coming up to me, and I promise you, I didn't know if because exactly what you just said, he would have smoked me. I didn't know if I was speaking to like a genius or because sometimes when people have mental health issues, like depending upon how they're tuning into stuff, you might think that they're actually way smarter than people are giving them credit for.
Yeah.
So he starts coming up to me and he's just like, I promise you, he just came and like whispered in my ear one time. He was just like, let me know when you're ready to make my next move, and like walked off.
Oh,
and I was like,
shit.
And he would just walk over and be like, "Knight to King 5" or whatever, something like it. It would just like walk off. I
don't know.
And I'm like,
he was giving you hotel.
I'm like,
numbers.
yo, is he? I'm like, is he playing chess with me?
Was it before or after you watched
Queen's Gambit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good question. I'm not certain. But I've seen people play chess in their mind before that, like that Sherlock Holmes.
That's a level of chess.
So I'm like, yo, is he playing chess with me?
Yeah.
And like I don't know it? Like, is he making moves?
Probably.
And I don't know it? Or is he just fucking manic? Like, is he just crazy?
It's probably
like,
both. In his mind, he can see the chessboard, but it's still like, it's not, there's no chessboard.
He's probably playing his own version of chess.
Yeah, he's playing
just moving shit wherever.
Yeah. It's probably both. It's probably both.
That's just crazy though. Yeah, so
I was talking about reality, and like to him, like that shit was reality. Like that's what he sees in his mind. But that's not the shared reality of what's happening.
Bro, you just never know. I remember when you were working at fucking security at a hospital. That's when you like got on to the fact like you were presented with, oh, mental health is a real thing.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Like people would come in like and leave completely different people. Like people would come in. I remember one dude was talking to me about how they were trying to like take his blood to like clone him or something. Like it was like wild shit. And then like in like a week he'd leave with his family. Him and his wife and his kids are walking out. They're just talking, chatting it up.
Might have cloned him
and just leave. Like,
that might have been a clone.
They might have got him.
Hey, you should have played that mystical song.
Keep wanting me against some people just come in there and just start rambling and just, you know what I mean? Like, cause they will come in through like the emergency room.
Have you? Okay, serious question. Has anyone here felt their mental health deteriorate? Like been at a place where you're like, this shit is not right. Yeah. Like it's not working well. It's not right. Like I'm in a deep dark place. It's seeming like there are like glitches. Like I know that this ain't the way that I'm supposed to be looking.
I've had a concussion before, so yeah.
Oh yeah, but you've had a few though, right?
Nigga, I'll probably play my whole football career with a concussion.
Right, like that was a way of life.
Yeah, because we didn't know. Or like when I used to stay up like for too many days. Like,
oh yeah, you was on
like
Mikey. Damn,
like,
you've changed.
Reality
I guess
used
we all
to
have.
like it was almost like my subconscious would turn on while I was awake, so I couldn't determine like what was like dreams and what was like real. So I'd have to ask people like, "Yo, is that over there?" They're like,
"You remember those Nightmare on Elm Street movies?
Yeah,
where like they didn't want to go to sleep and get killed by Freddy Krueger, so they do a bunch of stuff to stay awake, but then they'd start hallucinating, and then Freddy would be there anyway."
Bro, I remember sitting like Christmas night is when I did 105 hours right awake.
God damn,
105 hours.
How many days? 72.
I was going on 5.
90.
I was on day 5, but I didn't make it the full 5. But it was like the last night where I decided, all right, I'm going to go to sleep after tonight. It was Christmas night. So we're at my grandma's house and we're looking across the street at the neighbors' like decorations. And they have like a big setup of all these lights and shit. But it's dark. So at this point, I'm full like hallucinations. I don't know what the fuck I'm seeing. So I remember asking Mikkel like, yo, is there like a deer right there? She's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, is there a snowman walking back and forth? She's like, no. I'm like, so it was kind of cool because I was like recording it in my mind like, yo, that's not there, but I can see it. You could ask her. She remembers sitting there, and I was pointing out all this. So
you were just you're such a fucking scientist. Yeah, like, these niggas just be doing wild experiments.
Yeah, I have the full notes of the entire. Yeah,
the real reason you went to sleep. The real reason you went to sleep so you can get them presents, huh?
Yo,
yeah, man. I just knew that like my brain
and you were calm in that state, knowing that there were things that were going on that you were perceiving that weren't there, and you were completely okay with that.
Yeah. But I had to have somebody else point out because it was too vivid. I could see it like it was real. So I had to have Mikkel sit there and like point out what was real.
There was no like fear of going to touch for things or like just interacting with things that weren't there or accidentally interacting with things that are there in the wrong way.
Super duper interesting. Matter of fact, it might have been during the same time we went down to Harrisonburg to get them damn Jordans. This was that same stretch.
Was it?
Yeah, when they didn't sell us the shoes, remember? I remember sitting in the parking lot outside and I could see like a full fucking gorilla like running towards us.
Okay.
And I like kind of flinched.
Wow.
And I think one of you looked at me and I was just like, I tried to play it off like that shit didn't happen.
Wow.
And I was like, yo, like it was probably like hour like 52-ish. And I was like,
Oh, you were hour 52. You
like,
was only halfway.
I was like, shit's getting ready to get crazy. Like, I remember that shit.
Okay, so that was...
But it was like an experiment. I wanted to just see what happened.
So that was like the most of your deteteriation. Like that was like at the height, the apex of your deterioration from mental health.
Yeah.
Have you, like, what have you, because you shake your head yes, or shook your head yes.
Look, it ain't gonna be nearly as complex as that. But nah, I just feel like I've been at certain points in my life where I just feel like shit could be better.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well,
like,
I don't know if that's...
Yeah, I don't
And
even
maybe
know
it's
if that
just not
counts.
on the same, it's just not
Yeah,
to the same
it's
degree.
not nearly as complex as that, but I just felt like this is just a lot of weight on my mental health.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm just like I gotta start doing something different. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations on your new job, Keion.
Yeah.
You know what?
That last one wasn't for it.
Now listen, so speaking of mental health, right? So I work for a beef distributor, or meat distributor.
So you like meats?
Yes, I do. I like meat.
Are you going to tell us about the cuts?
So no, I'm not going to tell you about the cuts.
Okay.
I'm talking about mental health real quick. So I went to the farm where they raise all the cows and everything for the company I work for, right? So at the same time, one of our biggest accounts is with Guinness. They have a brewery out in Baltimore. So, and they buy our burger patties. So they had invited all of, well, not all of them, some of the chefs from the Guinness brewery out to the farm. This was also my first time going to the farm as well. So when I got there, you know, shit was cool. I was like, it's like a big estate, big stone house, been there since like the 1800s. Like real cool. Like it was like,
They're a little north. They may have been all right.
so
Yeah, that might have been one of the little hideaways of the,
they might have been
like the safe havens, for refuge.
well, so I don't know
during the
anything about
Underground
that.
I was saying, nigga, you talking about Underground Railroad?
Yes, I am.
So I don't know about that, but they did tell me that the house belonged to one of the original founders of the CIA, but it was called the OSS before it was the CIA.
My nigga. Nigga. Keep going. No, keep
Back
going.
in like the early 1900s.
Keep going.
Yo.
But anyways, so when all the chefs arrive, right? There's like 6 of them.
Wait.
They're all walking up to the house, right?
To the fuck.
What?
No, keep going. Just go ahead.
I'm getting off of the house at this point. I'm talking about something else now.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
So we are. So
We'll talk
6
about it
chefs.
later.
So like 6 chefs, they're walking up to the house, right? I noticed one of the chefs is this black girl. She's like walking very timidly behind one of the other chefs. They're like holding hands. I don't know if they're together or not.
Nigga, this is Get Out.
Maybe. So she's walking behind one of the other chefs. They're like holding hands. She seems very timid. She's like, the whole time she was there, the entire trip, the tour around the farm, the lunch, everything. She's just like this the whole time. Just kind of like, I don't,
Should have told her blink twice if she
looks-
need help.
she looks
like
afraid. She
something-
looks
but the
disturbed.
that's the thing. Like,
Oh, she
what is
might
she
have-
afraid of?
might
Like,
have
what's going on in her mind?
Right.
So initially, as she was walking up, someone had mentioned that she's afraid of dogs. There was a dog there. The people that own the company I work for, whose house it belonged, that was their house. They had a dog, black lab. His name was dog name was Leroy.
Hold up. Were these some white people with this dog?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
The dog's name was Leroy.
Nigga name is probably like Leroy Daquan or
How
some
do you look
shit.
at a dog and be like, you know what?
Leroy.
Look like a Leroy.
It could have been named after someone close in the family.
So they said they had
Leroy.
an old friend.
So they said they adopted the dog from somewhere in like Louisiana.
They got him in the South too, huh?
But yeah, the dog's name was Leroy.
They
So
call that nigga Lee.
no, they was addressing him as Leroy the whole time. So the thing about it is like the girl, she was like completely shy, like just so shy the entire time to the point where I started questioning like, nah, she has to have some sort of mental disorder. Like there has to be something going on, or either that, or I've met the shyest person that has ever walked this earth. Because the whole time she was whispering, she was holding hands with this other guy, just standing behind him the entire time. Like wasn't saying nothing to nobody.
That was a wild way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
He said
you can be super high functioning. You can be, you know.
Yeah.
She didn't want to take part in no pictures, nothing.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at her like, that's not just shy. That's got to be something else.
Yeah.
There's something else going on. You can tell me this girl's shy, but nigga, that's the next level shy.
Yeah.
Like, something's going on with her.
That's what that sounds like.
Damn, think so? But I'm like, damn, like, so maybe it's high functioning because you a chef. Like, you a whole chef.
Yeah, they can do everything.
Yeah, you can.
So, yeah,
sure
but
that's
the whole time I was just like, nigga, half the time I was there, I was just looking at her like, damn, like, what's going on in her mind right now? Like, she is so timid.
She's probably thinking the same shit about you. What's going on with that nigga's
Maybe.
mind right
She
now?
probably perceives that, which makes her more
All
shy,
that
makes
head
her
over there.
There's probably like a little cycle to it.
Maybe, but like, so even like when the dog came up to her, she didn't like freak out. She just kind of like, you know, like that.
Yeah.
She didn't like start tripping or nothing, but it was just so weird. I've never seen someone so timid in my life.
Was she like serving, or she was just like there, like?
So she
like,
was just,
like, why was she being
did you
seen?
see her do? Did you see her knife skills or anything?
No, they were just there so that the owners of the company could kind of go over it, talk about the farm, how the cattle are raised, blah blah blah.
Okay,
that
so
type
like
of
a
shit.
tour type of
yeah, it was pretty much like a tour. Yeah, it was pretty much like a tour. That nigga, I felt like I was on a field trip.
Yeah.
The owner of my company, that man is so knowledgeable. He's a conservationist. Am I saying that right? Yeah, like he was telling us about every blade of grass. He knew what it was, where it came from, type of insects that eat it. Like he was on it. Like he was talking about, he was naming every tree on the farm, what type of tree it is, where it's native to, why the bugs like it, why the cows like it.
Hey, but did you double check him?
No, I didn't double check. I didn't double check.
How do you know he's not just calling them shit some oaks, but they're really not? It could be a maple tree.
Doody, you might be right. But I didn't double check. I didn't double check. But without double checking, I'm trying to tell you, this man was talking his shit.
That's probably why he is.
And he was also, even before we got onto the farm, he was talking about just how the USDA is misguiding people, misleading people. He was going over ethanol, what they do with corn, like just all of it.
So are they big on like stuff being like organic and done?
So here's the thing. Another thing he was talking about is how like the word organic it was very basic at a certain time. Yeah. But what USDA does is they take a word and they just really hype it up. Yeah. You throw organic on something now, niggas just like, oh, organic.
I could throw like $4 or $5 on that price.
But exactly, and there's a reason for them to throw a few extra bucks on there. Yeah. But at a certain point in time, probably like most other things, organic was just okay, organic.
Right.
Yeah. But once the USDA got behind it, because it was a word that a lot of people would recognize and gravitate to, they had to put their own meaning behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Like
they do that with a lot of words. Yeah, gluten-free, organic,
that don't even got gluten on it.
pasture-raised.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but are they wrong though?
The thing about cage-free. Another thing about cage-free is like
little ass cages.
Yeah. That cage might have 5 foot of square space.
Right.
A little 5 feet of square space around the chicken coop. That's cage free.
Hey, speaking of chicken coop, the Airbnb I stayed in this past weekend had a fucking chicken coop outside that bitch. That's wild. Nigga, and they really had like some eggs from the chicken coop in the crib.
Hey, those is
Did you eat them?
Nigga. I'm not finna eat them fucking eggs.
Fresh eggs is fire.
Okay, nigga, you eat them shits.
I
ate my shit out the store.
When I was at the farm, I picked fresh blueberries.
Oh, you like picked flesh.
Did you watch? All
right, nigga, those are blueberries. I ain't finna crack open an egg and that bitch be red because now I ain't eating no more eggs.
I told you I had a really weird experience, and it shouldn't really be, but when I cracked open the egg and 2 yolk came out, and I was like, oh.
That nigga was like, oh my God.
I was like, oh no.
I got twins.
All for me.
Right? That's a deal.
Did you watch Super Size Me 2 at all?
Super Size Me 2?
Yeah.
I didn't know he did that.
I didn't know there was a sequel.
With what Keion was talking about. So he made a restaurant and tried to like finesse the system to get his restaurant sound as healthy as possible by doing the bare minimum. By having like free roam chickens that were just like a small little cage. Having organic, pickles and shit that really wasn't organic. Calling his chicken crispy, and it's really just fried. Like, and he tried to get as many people in there.
I mean, that's what I know, crispy ass fried.
Right.
It's all,
They rebranded it, but like he basically was trying to show like the USDA is like a joke.
Everything is about words. Is it like everything is about marketing?
Mm-hmm.
Everything is about it's about a story. I just talked to someone that has like a PR firm, beautiful woman too, and she has like a PR firm, and it's her job to spin a story. To just like take your business and it's like, but it's not necessarily like just a fairy tale, but it's how like I need to learn the ins and outs of your business, and I'm going to tell a story about it. Like that is my job, to tell a story and market as best as possible to the people. That's really what everything is. That's what you dating on social media is. It's you're marketing yourself. Like it's just everything is just like a sign. It's a billboard in some sense. So it's just what words do you use? That's all. When we're talking about describing food at my job, you can't just be like, oh, it's good. You can't just say, oh, it's my favorite. You can't say, oh, it's the house favorite. You can't say it's what everybody gets. You can't just name the list of ingredients that they can read on the menu. You got to talk about savory, sweet, crunchy, creamy, hearty, filling, light, doughy.
Tell them niggas they need to clean the bathroom by the loading dock.
And you in that position now too.
Yeah, nigga, what kind of establishment
get on
is this?
Walk up in there.
Hey, they don't give a fuck about the niggas chopping shit off. Nigga,
Yeah, that's for
you
sure.
not no paying customer.
That's
you
for
just
sure.
dirty ass.
But it's all about marketing. That's what everything is. Just think about it. There was a point in time
I wasn't impressed.
where nigga, no one's worried about you. There was a point in time.
Yeah, nigga, where the money at?
We're about to report each other.
You better buy an omelet or something, nigga.
and that's what Mad Men is about. I remember watching that show. It's like 9 fucking seasons long.
Okay.
But just the advertising boom. Just think about it. There was a point in time where advertising wasn't a thing. Mm-hmm. Like niggas just bought stuff if you wanted it. And then there was a point where a bunch of dudes came together in suits and made up trying to figure out
how to trick somebody.
Trick someone. Like, okay, I got to figure out how to like seep into the minds of human beings and think about what makes them feel insecure or what makes them feel like they don't already have what they need. And if I can tap into that, then I can make them want something. And then you find a way to do that. So you put a bunch of girls with red lipstick and blush and fucking skirts in front of a cigarette ad or something like that. Or you sell a bunch of weird shit.
I think most ads are for kids. Even if you're not, kid's not going to buy it, I feel like you're supposed to see that as you grow up. So then when you get older, buy it. A lot of them.
I think so too.
I can see that.
Yeah.
We were just talking about like kids movies, like Pixar movies. What'd you just go see recently?
Nigga, this is for adults.
Oh, Bob's Burgers.
Kids movies are for adults.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Is like everyone can go see. You know how good you got to be
Inside Out
as a bunch of creators to make a movie where adults and kids can watch the same stream, but they're watching 2 different things.
They're getting really good.
Soul is a really good one.
I'll be saying Inside Out.
What's your favorite Pixar's?
Lightyear, I haven't.
Seen
Are you going to go see Lightyear?
So that's just Buzz running around doing his own thing?
It's like a weird concept.
It's
like
the movie.
Buzz is a real person now.
No, so it's the movie that Andy watched that made him want to go get the toy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's the movie that Andy watched.
Research.
Yeah.
I mean, you're happy now.
Hey, it's cause that nigga Sid. He part of the movie.
Hey. Let's break down Sid, because I just saw something.
Part of the franchise.
I just saw something on
Sid
Twitter.
was the little badass kid that took all the parts.
Was he a badass kid?
Was he just expressing his creativity?
No.
He didn't know the toys were alive.
Hold on a second. But wasn't he like hitting children though?
No.
Nah,
He didn't have there wasn't like another child.
No, that was a baby doll.
That's what I'm thinking of.
He was taking
toys
apart and making new toys.
I'm thinking of.
But look, those wasn't his toys though.
Yeah.
The ones in his crib, them just is all fucked up. Like, imagine just being a toy and you got a spider body with a doll baby head.
He had a sister.
Yeah.
And he was mistreating his sister.
No, he took her toys and took them apart.
It was the baby doll.
And made new toys.
He made a spider out of that. He took the baby doll head and put it on a robot spider body, and I think it scared the little girl.
So they made him look like a mad scientist almost.
Okay, I remember that.
That
was the one that was walking around. Yeah.
He was trying to
like that Wild West.
Bro, he was a little smart fucker because he was sending shit up in rockets.
I mean, I'm not saying he wasn't smart.
Yeah, bro.
You can be
smart. Can relate to it.
You can be smart and be a menace at the same time.
What was he menacing though? What did he do wrong?
blowing up shit.
Stole the niggas' toys.
No, I mean, I get when you really start to get into it.
He just kind of made his own little toys.
It's just the way that
like, Dexter's
Nah, the way he treated the toys.
But he didn't know the toys were alive.
Yeah, but
He was doing
whether the toys are alive or
and
not, you
then-
can't just be kicking niggas shit around.
All right, two things I want to do. First of all, we got to finish with what you just said. Favorite Pixar's?
Yeah.
Wait, does it have to be Pixar?
And I want
or
to go back
just-
to Keion's place
I
too.
mean,
Okay.
I guess animated.
Miles Morales. That's what
Miles
That
Morales,
was tough.
Spider-Man.
That was tough. That was tough.
Okay.
If we're going animated.
Over the Hedge is a big one for me.
Yeah.
Over the Hedge is a big one. Unity, togetherness, all the woodland creatures
Damn.
coming together for a common goal. But also Soul is a really good one.
Soul's really
I feel
good.
like Soul's overlooked. I don't hear enough about Soul.
Soul's really good.
That shit was fire. Oh
Yeah,
my
she
god,
got
it's
peace.
so good. It's so good. It's
I
so
really
good.
like Inside Out.
I was about to say that's probably my favorite.
I liked
That or
Inside Out a
Coco.
lot
I really
as
like
well.
Inside
Most
Out.
people say like that one with the house.
Up.
Is it-
Up.
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 Yeah, like suppose like
Yeah,
that's like a classic.
I've never watched Up.
I neither have I.
Up is
Cool.
good. Up is really good.
Yeah.
Up is really
A
good.
Bug's Life.
I do remember watching that.
Oldie, Bugs Life.
Yeah. Ants.
I'm about to say Ants. I remember watching both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're way back in the day. Yeah, these were okay, these are all good. Yeah, so Soul and that other one would be the best for me. Yeah, you learn the most. All right, I want to
No.
continue on down the home.
Go
We're
ahead.
gonna get to him. We stopped at Keion with mental health deterioration. Was there ever a time we just like, yeah, this shit's fucked up? Oh, well, I guess you just said.
I mean, nah,
This is
besides like
concussions.
playing like football and just not having a good memory and not being able
Right.
to remember shit, I don't think like in my personal life, it was just one day I'm just in a room like, I'm in a dark spot. I don't know what to do. I might just end it right now.
Because the niggas really be out there.
My bad, bro. People don't know me, but I just joke a lot. My bad. But nah, I don't think I've ever been.
Oh, but that's good. So you don't
Yeah.
even. It's
I
just.
mean, I try to like I was talking to you guys yesterday. I try to keep myself in a happy place and think positive things
And
to
exercise.
keep myself going. Right.
yeah,
Right.
Exercise is a huge part of it.
But like I mean, I'm actually kind of like surprised that I haven't because my family deals with depression.
Oh,
So maybe that's probably why I try, to stay positive.
Yeah.
Is because I see what some of my siblings have gone through.
Yeah.
I feel
dealing with
like-
depression.
I feel like staying positive is hard work itself. Just staying
Well,
positive.
I surround myself with a lot of like people that bring good energy, like kids.
Right.
Like when I go coach, that's like a happy place for me.
Okay.
Like a lot of these little dudes, like they respect me so much, and it's so pure. Like I can just tell that the love is like legit. Like they really
Yeah.
like fuck with me.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Treat them
like things like that just makes me know that I got to be here for them.
Right.
If I'm not here for them, who gonna be here for them?
Man, nigga,
Who gonna look out for them niggas like the way I do? You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I got to be in a good place
That goes
in
back
order
to-
to get back to them.
That goes back to the
Oh
Boys and
yeah,
Girls Club.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we worked at Boys and Girls Club together. And that's
Right,
I love
right,
doing that shit too. Because it's
right.
like, you just
So
treat them
yeah,
like people.
I have to make sure my headspace is good because I do a lot more for my guys that I talk about or I put out there. But like if they hit me up and they're not in a good space, I got to be able to talk to them to get them into a good space, and I can't do that if I'm not in a good space. So I have to try to make sure that my head is clear and stay out of some bullshit, not let anything bring me down and bring me to a bad place. Because some like within my life, just the way I was raised, probably don't remember too much, but yeah, I probably were in some bad spots on my upbringing. So now that I'm an adult and I make my own decisions and, I don't have to live the way that I lived growing up, I can, hopefully control majority of this,
And
so.
being a
you also-
father figure.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
for sure,
also
without
said-
having kids. So them
Right.
niggas can go home to their parents at the end of the day.
And you
Holla at
also
me.
said
That's the key.
that you have those conversations with yourself.
Yeah,
That's
nah.
the shit that I was talking
I
about
talk to
earlier.
myself all the time, and I
And
don't
that
not
shit-
feel weird about it at all.
Right.
Because it gets me going.
You
Yeah,
clear
no,
it
you
gets
have
to
to.
clear you out,
I have several conversations in
Yeah.
my head.
bro. Yeah,
Yeah, that's weird.
I feel like it's normal.
Yeah,
right.
Well,
it's not.
I don't know if it. Wait, is it not
has to
normal?
be.
I don't know if it's not
When
normal.
you're
I just don't
reasoning,
know.
You're talking to yourself, like
But also,
I have conversations in my
That's
head
what
that have
us-
never happened. Like I'll imagine
Yes.
myself talking to another person
Yeah.
and I'll say the things that they're going to say to me and I'll say something back and then make up something that they're going to say to me.
you talking out loud or like
No,
I
in my
talk-
head.
I talk out loud.
Yeah, it
I'm
can
talking
be,
about-
it
No,
can be
if I'm
either.
by myself, maybe, but I'm not going to
Yeah.
do that like in front of people. Like,
Yeah.
But that's also us. It's normal for us. though.
I think that okay. Some people there's probably a division of people out there that lack complete inner dialogue. They're just walking around, just doing shit, and
never had a thought,
and they're just not conversing with themselves, right?
I'm saying.
And then I feel like there's just levels to inner dialogue. So some people can do what Keion's talking about, but that is akin to anxiety for a lot of people. And they're just constantly overthinking what's going to be the conversation. And that doesn't get you to a good place at all.
That definitely has something to do with it.
Yeah. So like there's that. And then there's having conversation with yourself and like thinking an idea as far through as you possibly can. And coming out with something that gives you like a peace of mind, like, okay, I kind of figured that one out. Like that was good. Like that was a good mental exercise. So I feel like it varies. Like, so people have, when he was talking about having thoughts with himself, he's talking about trying to motivate himself to do shit and
and not just be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Just have that
and know what I got to get done.
That ability to know that where you want to be. And you're telling yourself, like, let's do this shit.
Right.
Basically, the ego was talking like I'll be talking about.
Yeah. So that exercise again is a huge part of it. And you like most of your life is geared towards like whether you're coaching or you're not, like you're doing something active. Like you be active.
Yeah, the only time I'm not active is probably when I'm going to bed. Like, you know, I play flag football 3-4 times a week.
It's mandated.
10
miles.
Last
week. It matters though.
And then coaching 2 sports, and even now, I'm not in season for either sport. But there's off-season work that needs to be done. So on the days where I don't go do football stuff, I go do basketball stuff.
Yeah.
So, but that also keeps me, like, if I stay busy, it keeps me out of my own head. And like in certain shit.
Right.
Like,
season is never off.
Right. Nah, nigga, these kids need me.
No, but that is true. Like you exercise your body so much that you get rid of so much fucking pent up energy that could have just been bouncing around in your
and
mind.
while you're working
you know
out,
what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for sure. And then like just being around these young kids, they're just so fun, and it just makes you feel. It makes me feel young. It makes me feel like I can connect with them on another level that, you know, I probably wouldn't be able to connect with them if I wasn't around them so often.
That's another reason why them Supreme Court niggas get old the way that they
about.
do, because they don't got no little homies.
Like how Earl just sent the No Savage joints to the chat the other day.
Yeah,
I didn't just find that shit just by getting on YouTube. I hang around 14, 15, 16-year-olds a lot. Yeah. So what they want to listen to, like when we're at practice, I'll try to play music that's catered to them. I'm not about to play some Young Jeezy because them niggas wasn't even born when Trapper God came out. They gonna look at me like how some niggas look at niggas when they play Tupac. So like, I'm gonna play like Young Boy. Like I used to hate on Young Boy because I was just, I guess, being an old nigga, but I didn't understand the hype around NBA Young Boy. But niggas on the basketball team, they was like, yo, play that Young Boy. I'm like, bro, I'm not playing him. Like, he's trash. Like, play some Kendrick. Whatever. But started listening to him. And Young Boy gets a bad rap, maybe because of all the antics that he does. But the nigga can actually rap.
Okay. I was just having that conversation.
He can actually rap. He got some shit to get off. Like, I mean, I know some people like love Kevin Gates or whatever. And I'm not a Kevin Gates fan, but I heard like Kevin Gates be getting some shit off. Same with like a Young Boy. You're not going to pay attention to him because he's doing a lot of, I guess, bullshit on the internet, just beefing with niggas and just talking down on niggas. Yeah. You know, got like 9 kids and he's like 23 years old, whatever the case may be. So you don't pay attention to his, and then like,
he's talking about
from like Southern rappers, I guess their beat selection is what's going to turn you away because it's not the chill, mellow shit that you expect a nigga to have some shit to rap about. And I kind of said the same shit to Earl about No Savage, about his, you're gonna hear the beat and not think that he's as lyrical as he actually is, because you're gonna think, oh, he got heavy 808s, so it's gotta be some mumble rap shit. He's trying to hide what he's saying behind the beat. But it's not the case. Even for Young Boy, I had to actually sit down and listen to this nigga's words, and I'm like, yo, this nigga get a lot of hate in the media, but he can actually rap.
No Savage is definitely not hiding behind the beat.
Definitely not hiding in front of it.
No Savage, that nigga that'll get you in broad daylight. Like, nigga, he'll catch you coming out of church. Like, he do not care.
I had a DJ gig last Friday at an elementary school doing their like end of the year, like it was they called it a dance, but it was outside on the blacktop. They had like refreshments. They had snow cones. They had photo booths, stuff like that. Very first request I get from some little nigga, he was like, "Can you play Right Foot Creep?"
Look,
And I was like,
I can't play that.
I was like,
Yeah, you could. Right foot creep.
Well, here's the
walking
thing.
with that heat.
I did play it. I played it, but it was before the event got started because there was a couple of kids there kind of lingering.
Oh, they was gritty and all over that.
Oh yeah, they was gritty and all over that shit. So I played it and I played it low.
Yeah.
I played it real low, so the moms over there over on the other side couldn't really hear it. I just played it, put that shit on real low, and you know they was doing they doing their shit.
What they talking about?
To the young generation, young boy is like Jay-Z. To the young crowd, like, bro, there's not many artists that get more views on YouTube today.
Facts.
The NBA young boy.
Nigga do a video
He
for
do
like every song.
ridiculous like numbers, and
Docu-series.
you would never know it either.
Yeah, because
You would never know it.
Docu-series. He's talking. He's not making shit up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not making shit up.
Like they treat young boy like he a god, and it's so wild. So young boy and Dirk got like a little beef or whatever, and I was playing Dirk at basketball. They was like, "Oh yeah, we can't play Dirk." I'm like, "Why
That's
not?" I was
funny.
like, "I like Dirk." It was like, "Yeah, but he beefing with young boy." I'm like, "Bro, y'all really taking sides like this, huh? Y'all really NBA, huh?"
Damn.
I was like, "I'm not messing with you guys. Are y'all YSL as well?"
Yeah.
All right, RJ, you're the last one on this train. Mental health deterioration.
I don't know about deterioration. I feel like everybody go through, certain ebbs and flows. Like, it's times where, you feel off. Like, you feel like for me personally, it's like sometimes you get into a space where it's just like you don't really want to do certain things that you normally do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I don't really take
Like
that.
things that are good for you.
Just like things that are good for you, or more so just like wanting to be to yourself, or just normal, like daily things. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't feel like going to do this today, or, stuff that's just like essential to like your life.
Right.
You don't have the mental energy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But also, you said what?
You just trying to chill sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not even really trying to chill, but it's just, sometimes you just don't got.
You
the
just feel
mental
like
energy to do
inspiration
things.
is zapped. Like you just kind
No,
of
not necessarily inspiration is that, but just more so like the mental energy. And it was
Yeah.
like something that like I went to the doctor and I got diagnosed with like ADHD or whatever. And that helped me understand like how my brain works a lot. Cause he kind of like talked to me about how my brain works and how like a lot of the times that's just mental fatigue. You know what I mean? So sometimes I just need to take a step
Yeah.
back. I just need to recharge.
Yeah,
You know what I
facts.
mean? So I used to look at it as like something's wrong with me. Like I need to cheer myself up. But now sometimes you just gotta chill. You know what I mean? Mentally recharge and then just get back to it. You know?
Oh damn! So that just means
No, that
so
really happens to me.
your mind just be doing heavy shit a lot
Bro,
of times, just like real
that's-
focused on a bunch of different stuff. Like is that
I
what?
mean,
At the end of the
it's
day-
not even really just like real.
Because
heavy.
where would the fatigue come from if it's not? Because you said ADHD.
I mean, just like work or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Just like
Playing 2K.
nah, nah. Really, it's just like work. It's just like sometimes it's just like it was more so just like things that are like what does it say like maybe like out the norm for your daily routine. So it might take like a little bit more mental processing.
Yeah.
So like my mind will try to like kind of avoid that. You know what I mean? Because it just doesn't have the capacity to do that.
Right.
Is this like at the end of the day kind of a thing?
Not
A lot of
always,
times?
but sometimes, a lot of times, like I could tell when it's like I need to chill out a little bit. It's like, like I'll come home and I won't just want to do like
Facts.
random stuff. Like I don't want to go to the grocery store. I don't want to stop and get gas. Like I'm just trying to get to the crib. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, my brain just needs to just
Yeah.
for a second. Like
Shit,
I don't
that's,
need
that's
to be
me almost every day.
like
Especially on
but-
the gas.
Once you come home,
Sir.
I be damn.
The kid ain't leaving the crib.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
Like,
so
I
I
feel
used
that.
to used to like look at that as like a bad thing, but like now it's just like just take a day.
It's just you just gotta recharge real
take a
quick.
day, take a day or two to yourself, just recharge. You know what I mean, and then just get back.
There's
to
science
it.
behind that shit about what's really happening. It really is brain chemistry.
Yeah.
So your brain, like neural pathways, I think they get blocked up.
Yeah.
Just comes from being awake.
Yeah.
And when you rest and when you sleep, your brain like cleans itself. It just gets all that, scrapes it all. It's like taking a shower and it just wipes all away. You wake up refreshed. It's literally a recharge.
Yeah.
Man, I wipe away the good shit.
well, no, I think that it's supposed to be locking in important information from that
that's
day.
That's where you can store your memories,
Yeah.
clear, get things thought through for the next couple of days.
Yeah.
It really is a mental recharge.
Imagine if our memory got filled like a PlayStation memory card.
Oh,
Just gotta go buy another one.
right.
Well,
You gotta delete some shit.
To some degree,
Kinda,
it
yeah,
is.
it does.
Because we're not continuously, like, we think that we're just continuing to remember stuff, but I feel like we're forgetting stuff.
Inside Out. That's why she kept the core memories.
That's
And
why
other shit, they would delete the shit that didn't really matter, but core memories, they would keep.
Yeah, you have to. You gotta let some shit go. Like, everything's not worth.
When you think about your childhood, you have those core memories you can remember. And as you get older, like, you start to forget the.
You ever had that?
Don't ask me anything about when I was 5 because I don't know.
I know
Anything?
You were
Like kindergarten.
No.
he was hanging out in Georgetown South.
No. I remember certain things, but it's just like back then. You know what I'm saying? Like Jacory asks me sometimes, like if I remember, like when I was like 3 years old, and I'm like, not really.
I'm surprised with all that.
Do you ever have something or like you see something that like sparks like a memory that you?
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Like, wow, I really forgot
I'll pull some shit out the back of my brain and be like, oh wow,
Like, damn.
I haven't thought about that in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I have stuff like that, like, you know, think about like when you're like that age. But yeah, nothing like where I could recall exactly what happened, but maybe like an image or something.
All that head, I thought you remembered everything.
Not likely. Not likely.
God damn it. We've gone pretty well without like roasting too much on this podcast. We've done actually really, really good without roasting so much. You wanted to talk about his job?
It was real quick. When you talked about you went to a farm that was owned by a nigga from the CIA.
Oh my gosh.
Out in Maryland, right?
No, I was in Virginia.
It was in Virginia.
You gotta put them on.
Real shit. Look, I'm gonna put y'all on. Me and RJ listened to like a 4-part series of this podcast group. They do their research. There's some funny little goofy dudes, but there was like declassified at this point. What was it? It was a program run by the CIA. They were basically just taking people and just seeing what would LSD do to their brains if they just blasted their brains with LSD. Yeah, and that place is where a lot of that
was like the CIA
What
before
place?
the CIA.
the place where you went is where a lot of that shit went down.
Where'd I go?
I don't know about that. I'm not going.
No,
Where did I go?
they named a place out there in Virginia and Maryland where a dude owned a house like a farm.
Yeah, I
What was the name?
Specifically,
I don't remember the name, but I do know that what you just said. If you knew that it was by the CIA and the OSS,
It was the original owner of the house.
Yeah.
Was, I mean, I'm sorry, not the original.
Yeah.
Because the house has been there since like the 1800s.
Yeah.
But no, one of the owners of the house was like the creator of the CIA before it was the CIA.
the OSS, and that's where they talk about where a lot of that shit
I
started
think it
and
was
went down.
Dallas, like the Dallas airport is like named after I think one of the top.
Yeah, and like that's where they were at, and they would have like.
Hold on, you know what's really funny about that?
What?
One of the guys that was there, our sales director, he's like a big CIA buff, and one of the names he brought up, he was like, "Yeah, I know." I forgot what's his name. John? Is it John?
I can't remember.
Something like he was like, "Oh yeah, I know Dulles was out here. I know he was here."
Yeah, because he was one of the top dogs in the OSS before.
Yeah, that's how they brought the crack to DC.
Right there, I'm telling you.
Through that airport.
It's funny because they talk about that.
So what you saying, nigga? I should quit?
No, not saying that.
But there was a house where they used to like go. So like dudes in the CIA or the OSS, they used to go and they would unknowingly give each other LSD to try to see how it would affect.
Yeah.
It started to become like a game. You know, and like the OSS is kind of wild, so that's kind of why they got rid of it.
Well, look, all these niggas gave me was some medium rare burgers. Right?
Medium
rare. How were they, by the way?
Hold on, wait.
How was it?
You get your burgers medium rare.
Yeah, you don't?
Nah, I know.
Goddamn, nigga, that shit was just killed 10 minutes ago.
Huh?
What do you get?
Yeah,
I feel like you get burgers medium. You get steaks medium rare, but ground beef, you don't really.
Well, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's kind of pushing.
I see what you're saying.
It could have been medium rare, it could have been medium, but it was cooked with some pink in the middle.
I said that nigga had blood coming out that joint.
How was it?
That nigga had.
Oh, it was delicious.
I'm sorry. It was
So the Randall lineback is actually a very
say that again.
it's a very lean type of protein.
Randall lineback.
Randall lineback. Okay. So these cows predate Angus beef by several hundred years.
Hold on, wait.
Yes, these were like original cows before niggas started beefing cows up with a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
You go hook me up with a little steak of...
Oh, it's whatever, nigga. I brought my dad a beef shank last week, nigga.
Yeah, I do that.
Bro, there's a cut of meat that I cannot remember, like, and I can't find it anywhere.
You started with like an M, right?
No, it started with a C and an H.
A C
like
and an H?
the charts.
I don't know.
In Atlanta, and they were like, yeah, it's not on the menu. It's like a type of ribeye. And I was like, all right. And it was the best cut I ever had.
There used to be a nigga that used to come to my crib. It's called that nigga Nate with the steaks. And nigga,
I don't get those.
Yeah.
don't get them.
Don't get them steaks.
Nigga, what are you talking about, nigga?
They let those Joe thaw out.
No.
Freeze them back.
No, nigga, we lived in the South,
Yeah.
and he was walking right down the Giant and stealing all them steaks and coming right back up to the crib and selling them for half the price, and them shits was hitting. Nigga, don't disrespect the
I
OG.
thought you was talking about the trucks that be pulling
Nah, I'm
up.
talking about nigga,
Capital
the
Meats.
steaks, nigga.
Capital
He had no
Meats.
cut.
Yeah.
He had no truck, nigga. He had these 2 feet. He had to
Have
walk.
a little grocery cart.
Man, he had that. That nigga took that nigga took that shit in the waist belt.
That's crazy.
My mom used to be like, he used to ask my brother, "Hey, where Nate been at?" I don't know. I need some steaks. That nigga was banned from like every grocery store around here. So that
that's
nigga,
wild.
That nigga started going to had to go out the way. He started going to like Fairfax.
Damn, man, that's crazy.
Nah, nigga, but my fucking freezer is about to be
That's
full
what I'm
of,
talking about.
full of shit, nigga. I got
Barbecue at your
I got pastrami in there right now. I'm waiting to make a Reuben with. I got
Nigga, how
beef
much
shanks.
meat you finna eat?
Is it all red meat too?
You finna be pushing 3 bills.
But there's you get, like at some point you gotta relax.
He didn't say he was eating it all.
It's frozen.
He just got it. It can stick.
Nigga,
When you got that much meat, ain't no time to have no salad. I'm having a meat
Like when
salad.
you have the shit around, you just like,
Nigga,
damn,
but
what
you
kind am
go
I going? Come on
You go
now.
for like 9 months. You just have a deep freezer. Just get yourself a basement
Yeah.
joint. Yeah, there you
Get a little
go.
deep freezer in the basement.
Store it for
Yes.
like 9 months.
But nigga,
Whatever
eating
you-
red
I
meat
see.
every fucking day.
Yeah,
is
but
not
that's the thing. I'm
something.
not gonna eat red meat every day. I'm never gonna pay for red meat again. I'll tell you that much.
There it is.
But I'm gonna get other types of meat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy chicken.
This
What?
whole
Nigga,
segment. I'm just thinking about this. I'm saving all of these clips.
I'm gonna buy chicken. I'm gonna buy pork. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga, you hustling backwards. You went to the pork.
How big of like cuts can you go? Can you get some shit that's just like a 4 cuts that still hasn't been separated yet?
Well, what's funny about that is my beef. I have a stipend for beef, but it's only on wholesale cuts. So like whole muscle cuts. So like I'm gonna come out of there with
You
like
gotta cut. You gotta learn how to cut.
well, no. I don't got to do shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they cut it for you?
Well, we have somebody to do that, but they're not going to do that for me personally. They're only going to do that for
yeah.
like large orders. But I'm saying though, like the cuts that I'm going to get. Well, here's the thing: the meat that I've received so far.
Boy, you was talking passionately. You was ready to get to the meats.
Received. It was just,
Ain't nobody even had to say nothing. We already knew what it was.
I already knew it was the meat. That's, the meat that has been.
Hey, bro, just say products.
Just go for it, man. It's fine. It's fine.
Products I received.
It's fine.
The beef.
It was an Angus.
It's fine. It's fine. The beef that has been given to me so far has been mostly retail cuts, like smaller packages.
okay.
But that's been for free because we've had overages, things that we haven't been selling. So we're just getting it out of the inventory so that we can, bring in more shit. But I do have a beef stipend that's like, I think it's like
That's tough.
$200 or $300 a month, but it's only on whole muscle cuts. So I can only get like larger cuts of meat. So I would then have to
Cut it down.
cut them myself.
That's
So
what,
like you
that's
get
what I'm
like
saying.
a whole thigh of a
That's what I'm
cow.
saying.
Yeah,
You gonna get
so
the
like,
whole shoulder
I
and the
took
loin.
home, I took home a volcano shank the other day,
ain't
which
even
is
heard of
like
that.
it's like the front thigh area of the cow, about up in the femur bone area.
see it.
Yeah.
That type of shit is good for like slow roasting or like a crock pot. You know what I'm saying, for some burrito tacos or just some some shredded beef of some sort, because it's in the leg, which is used a lot on the cow. So that muscle that meat's gonna be tough.
Talk that tough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That portion of the leg is going to be tough because the legs cows stand on their legs all
lean.
majority of the day. So yeah, that part of the meat's going to be tough, but you gotta break it down.
Oh yeah.
You
You're
ever
right.
gonna go to,
So
like,
yeah, that's why that type of meat is good for slow cooking.
Yeah.
So that it can be
breaks down the muscle fibers. and all that
Exactly.
stuff, so
Exactly.
Gonna start smoking.
you ever gonna go to like see like where they like slaughter?
I mean, I'm not going to see it, but I've watched a few videos on it. That's how I'm trying to learn my cuts.
Are you gonna
How
start?
do they do it? How do they slaughter?
Well, the videos I've watched some videos where they do like half a cow, and I watched some videos where they'll do a whole cow. But the thing is like both sides of the cow are you're getting the same things, so you don't really need to. You know
okay.
I'm
nigga, how they kill this nigga?
Yeah, like,
how they get this nigga out?
No.
My bad.
What they do is
cause like I was thinking like that lobster video where they
Oh yeah.
have y'all seen
Straight through the brain. Straight through the brain.
Have y'all seen It Part 2? The second
boat.
one?
Come on, the boat.
Second.
Yeah, that's how they kill him.
Okay.
Yeah. What is
now,
that like a crossbow?
It's like a
big
retractable spear.
Understood.
Yeah. However, if it's killed kosher, that's different.
Are these kosher?
How does that happen?
If they kill it kosher, a rabbi has to come to the
right.
facility.
Oh.
They do a little blessing and then they just slit their throat.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's like a halal meat.
Oh yeah, halal is closer.
Like it's the same thing. Like you can't like spill blood and stuff like that. Like it's not. Yeah, like you.
And apparently the throat slit. The cows don't even like feel it. They don't really know it's there until they just bleed out and die, and they don't know shit what happened.
Yeah,
that's what they
I
say.
be wondering how they know that.
They don't.
Like
That's what they say.
They don't feel it, man.
That's what they say.
There's a bunch
All
of
right?
weird shit.
The
It's
one
like,
cow that survived told him.
like he was,
Hey, yo, that shit hurt,
He was
cuz.
just talking about like the quad or whatever of the cow being super strong because they're walking around on it. And then, we had already talked about on here the baby calf. I guess let's just say calf.
Yeah.
That they just tie it up as soon as it comes out.
So they can't build that
they
muscle.
can't build the muscle and they just force feed it until they kill it.
That's Wagyu, right?
No, that's veal.
Veal.
Yeah.
Veal. And then foie gras, which is duck liver, is just taking ducks and they do gavage, which is force feeding through like a wiry or like a rubber tube.
I've heard that.
And they just put a tube down like a duck's throat and just force feed.
They can't get that nigga some Tums, like a pigeon.
Now I heard something recently. I was like, it sounds terrible, but also the ducks kind of like
it.
Yeah, like they kind of go towards it. but
that could be like a damn reflex.
It's probably because you're
Maybe like the food is good to them.
Yeah, it's good to them.
Okay.
But it's good to them. It's just like me selling crack to a crackhead.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the crackhead wants the crack. How do you know the duck wants this?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
No one is wrong.
Because the duck be like ready for it.
But you think the duck wouldn't want it if it knowing it was going to die?
Zoom right in on that.
That's all right. The audio people listening to audio didn't see it. But yeah,
So what I'm saying though is the crackhead knows there's a chance that he ain't gonna make it from this high.
Yeah.
The duck don't know that I'm not coming back after I eat this.
Yeah, I know. This shit is weird. Like, it's weird trying to do things humanely. Like, inhumane things like humanely.
Humanely.
Yeah, like, it's weird.
Humanly.
It's weird. It's like killing people. Like trying to find a way to have the death sentence and, kill people, but try to find a humane way of killing people.
Honestly,
like, it's weird.
I think the easiest way would just be guillotine.
Dude, I feel like we've talked about the guillotine.
Well, that's when we were talking about the firing squad, and I think South Carolina coming back.
What is actually the guillotine when they cut the head off?
Yeah,
I'm about to say, nigga, you saying guillotine? I'm thinking the UFC. So they choke this nigga. They choke this nigga out. Like, what's going on?
Choking someone else.
They call it in Brock Lesnar. They get this nigga out the way.
Over here. We did it. We just did a new pepperoni recipe for you guys. So when you get an opportunity, I want you to taste that. You let me know what you think.
For sure.
All right.
I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to give you all the flavor profiles, the texture, all of that. I'm going to come back.
Hey, so what did you do for this? You said we.
I delivered it.
Do you have any say on the menu at all? Or no?
I could if they I could do
so
that.
you could get hip and be like, yo, I heard they got something new and get that in there.
Oh no, it's there already. It's going to be used.
Okay.
Oh, so you make suggestions to the menu.
Yeah.
You can only because I've seen.
Hey, tell them you want some collard greens on that joint.
Like I've seen a lot of
Some
things.
yams.
So when you taste things and you know what things taste like, and you can pair things together, like you have an idea of how things, like sweet things and savory things pair together in a dish. You can talk about it.
Who the chef? I got a chef in their name.
Yes, we have a chef.
Nigga,
hold on, nigga. I'm trying to think of the name. I feel like it started with a J.
It does not.
No, you don't got one chef in there. Name started with a J.
Jose.
Jose. Yeah.
See, this is gonna be funny. Keion's gonna be coming in there telling you about your spot. It's gonna be the best.
Yeah, he's gonna be
It's
so annoying.
gonna be the best.
So annoying having fucking.
Yeah,
I don't know.
this is gonna be the best. Watch.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird. All right, what do we have to do? Last words.
Wait, I have something else.
Oh, what?
No, it was about. I think I already told RJ earlier. So with where I work, because I'm an electrician, and I'm in the apprenticeship program in the IBEW. So most of our clients and our
What the fuck is the IBW?
International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers.
Nigga, you in the fraternity? Hey, y'all be stepping?
That changed everything. What color is your brother?
No, so listen.
You in the fraternity?
Most of our clients and customers are niggas with chicken. You know, Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft.
For the people that don't know, chicken means money. Continue.
Yeah, billions, right?
Cheddar.
Right. For the one I'm on right now, is Rolex. I'm doing the Rolex store in Washington D.C.
Hey, bro, you trying to give me a rollie?
Hey, I be looking in there, but
Hey, bro, just
What type of answer is that?
hey, man, just
I be looking at it, but no.
You just steal them.
no, it's still empty. We're like literally making the store like from bones to like finish.
Yeah.
So Rolex, they got billions, right? So they send
Okay,
over
one watch won't hurt them niggas.
Hey, I did hear though that like the people who did it's called the Tiny Jewel Box store, the ones next door. When they finished it, like they all got like a free watch and like tickets to like the
that's
hockey
what's
game.
up.
So I've been here since the beginning. So like, and I be talking to the owners. Like I see him every day.
Don't forget my name.
Hey,
My name Mike.
remember I put all these lights in for y'all. I did all this for y'all. But anyways, so they flew out their own because it's a company from Switzerland. So for all the cabinetry and all the cases and like the way that you see the jewelry when you walk in the store, they have their own people come from Switzerland to come do this shit. Right? So it's just a bunch of little happy people that are in there. Bro, they're the happiest people to work with. Bro.
I've heard this
rock with
Switzerland
them.
is one of those places.
They come in there, they don't even wear their work clothes like to work. They leave their clothes there and they'll just get dressed in the middle of the joint, just down to their drawers. Just in there, they'll throw on the radio. It's playing all this Swiss pop music, all this like niche like a niche. Bro, not yet, but I bet you they will be. They be playing 80. It mixes in like 80s US pop music and shit. So it's just a fun, happy people to work around.
Okay.
That shit's fire, right?
Okay. So
So
far.
So far,
Yeah, so
right?
far.
Yeah.
So everything. I'm just talking about the field in general. I'm just giving an example. So then, at the end of the day today, I'm like, I had a good Friday with these guys, and they're like, "All right, Mike, next week, bring your ID and your social security card." And I was like, "All right." He's like, "Yeah, you're gonna go to the Pentagon." And I was like, "Oh, all right." And we were talking about terrorism and shit and CIA shit earlier.
Do you? I guess workers don't need any sort of clearance.
Oh, I filled these papers out like last July.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I always knew that it would be like a possibility.
Yeah, and it's always like, and it's also like certain
It's just
clearances.
On, yeah, it's
like
just
certain
on
levels.
file.
Right.
I know that I have one for like the National Gallery of Art. I have one for the
To be
Capitol.
able to do work there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Be
nigga.
able-
They don't
They ain't
just
gonna
let
let
anybody
you-
walk up in
Yeah.
that motherfucker.
Hey, yo, Keion's here for
I'm light.
Right. So I did this shit like a
Keion's
year
here
ago.
for delivery. Let him in.
And
Where's the main database?
so now I'm about to be in that wild ass building next week at some point, and I'm not trying.
You're gonna
to
be doing heavy observation.
bro. I don't want to be in that building.
I don't want you talking about this on this podcast.
That's hey, if y'all listen, I don't want to be there.
Nigga, you ain't gonna be on them levels though. Like
Nigga gonna get the work.
levels need
You
lights.
don't know.
Them levels need
Nah,
lights.
you don't know.
Right.
Look,
That's
do
what I'm
need
saying.
lights.
Yeah.
Them levels need lights.
so my teacher
They did.
did work in the White House, like, and he told us there was first when you get to the gate.
All right, now nigga, don't be giving out too much information.
No, like it's not even like classified. Cause
Hey,
look,
yo,
listen,
about
y'all
to
listen
knock
up.
at the door.
Mikey does not live here. Do not pull up on him.
Right.
Mikey does not live here.
these is jokes.
Yeah.
But now
These are all hypothetical.
But basically, he had to go through all these levels and went down like an elevator, like hella floors down. He had to look at the ground while he walked, and it was dudes. But
Wait, they made him look at the ground?
yeah, he had to look down while
Look at
he
the
walked. Yeah, So like, yeah, bro. So like, I don't know.
If I see your motherfucking eyes,
Stick your head up.
As soon as he put his head up, he's probably gonna get punched right in his nose. He gonna have no choice. And as soon as that,
They just gonna give him double smacks every
Nigga
time he
just
pick
gonna
his head up.
wake up somewhere else.
He'll wake up in a whole new job.
Every
wake up
time
in
he
the
pick his head up, he gets smacked like Pops on Friday.
nigga gonna wake up and see God. Yo, what am I doing here?
you definitely want to just be cool in it, but you know how to, you know, conduct
Cool and
yourself.
don't get
But
stuck
it's
and pulled
not
at
even
the
about
party.
that. It's just the fact that I'm about to be like
You little alien
at
ass
this
nigga.
time. I already don't like being in DC, even though that's not really DC.
Relax.
I don't like being in DC. It just be too crazy, bro.
You be.
Michael the Martian.
No,
I'm more of a Baltimore nigga these days, but
Yeah,
Nigga, you ain't from the wire, nigga. Shut
Yeah,
up.
Mike
You
is
ain't from the
also
West Side.
also done too much like acting branches of intelligence.
I said it. They do a deep dive and start looking at you.
I hope they do.
So looking at these their text messages.
Please
'Cause I'll
don't let
never
me
forget
in
the
there.
time you texted me that shit.
Mikey has the wildest like Twitter. Like every time you do talk on Twitter, like it just be something funny. Like every time, like you just said something about how you feel like we like sports fan duel should allow us to bet on the
Special
like, the
Olympics.
Special Olympics. Well, first and foremost, I'm not against you
Thank you.
because
No,
Why not?
wait, why not?
that's a lot of.
is it inhumane?
It's a win-win.
I tell you what.
Wait, why?
Nobody,
I'm asking, man.
nobody
Is
would
it
have bet on
inhumane?
that nigga that did lift 500 pounds. I'll tell you that.
Exactly.
There was
That nigga did no warm ups and just walked up to that joint. They just lifted that.
They not.
They just lifted that
wait,
shit
but why
straight
not
up.
though? I feel like what if they just don't feel like running that day? Then it's just like, all right, bet.
All right, bro, nigga. What if the horse don't feel like
So
running
hold on,
that day?
what you saying? They're not dedicated to their craft?
No, that's
yo,
not.
this nigga.
Right.
See, look what happened when you come on the podcast. This nigga.
That is not
They
what
just
I'm-
gonna show up and like,
that
you
is
know what?
not-
I changed my mind.
That is
I do not wanna do
That
this.
is not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying though is like, it's not like.
Tell us.
I just feel like it's
What,
a
they
lot
shut
going
down when the
on,
big
and
lights
it's
are
not
on?
just- Like I don't know. I never watched Special Olympics. Is it about wins and losses?
Yes, nigga. I'm all out of gold, nigga. What they we competing for? Yeah. There wouldn't be no medals, nigga. Everybody get
They
a
just out
trophy.
there for participation?
Yeah, but I feel like some days. But I feel like some days they might be.
Bro, I think they would like to treat them. Why? I think they would like to treat them like they're.
Look, this is what happens when you come on the platform because you got to think in real time. You know, sometimes you just don't know shit. It's just ideas thrown up in the air. You don't know.
I know a nigga that won a gold medal in soccer. He actually was nice as shit. I'm sorry, he was nice as shit at Radford in soccer. Was playing on the U.S. Paralympic team in soccer, won gold, and just won gold in like the 100 meters. I ain't gonna say his name, but that nigga was cooking. But he was just a soccer player. He wasn't a track athlete, but yeah, and there was a whole article inside Nova. Everything was written about him, and he takes
Was it the
it.
Special Olympics?
Yeah, but not because of like his disability is I forget what it is. But like when you see him, everything is normal about him, but it's something with like his mental or something.
And so, Mikey, why do you just want to do it? Like what? Like
It's a win-win.
okay.
How? How's that win-win? Any bet can be win-win.
No, I'm saying like if you allow people to make money off of that, it's gonna bring ratings and more viewers to that.
Oh,
And
niggas
it'll
ain't
be a
watch-
bigger stage. Like more people will watch it.
Bro, ain't nobody watching that shit. All they
You can bet on it.
You can bet on WNBA games, and ain't nobody watching that shit.
It's growing though. It's growing.
It is.
Because they're forcing. it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you got to do for a business.
Yeah. Is it growing?
How are they forcing
Hold up.
it? Like, how
the
do you-
TV may
They're promoting it more.
the TV ratings may be growing, but ain't nobody in them goddamn games still.
I think it's growing.
Ain't nobody at them goddamn games still.
I looked at Mr. tickets. Them Jones was going for a little something. Wasn't
Free
they?
Brittany
Yes,
Griner.
but the Mystics also have the LeBron James of the WNBA on their team.
Yeah.
So that
They
makes
got
a
smaller
difference.
stadium too, but
No, they don't. It's the same as
nah, they play at the
Yeah, they play at
joint
the-
Navy Yard, right?
No, they play
No,
over by the harbor.
But yeah,
Oh,
Navy
the-
Yard.
Yeah.
Did they
no,
just-
Navy Yard is like
They
That's
play with
not-
the Capital
by the
City
stadium.
go-go play?
Next.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Yeah.
I know you know.
Think why?
By the harbor.
What you mean? Why?
They don't play at the
You
Verizon
got
Center
DC,
no more.
like, that's
No, it's by the harbor.
Nigga, they used to play at the Verizon Center, but I think maybe because
Nah, they
hockey.
don't play there
won.
no more. They play at the
Yeah, nigga,
same
because they
place.
had to fucking block out the whole top half of the damn stadium.
All right, man, why
I
do
feel
you-
like it's somewhere in Southeast though. I feel like
Isn't
it's
the Navy Yard in Southeast?
No, the Navy Yard's in between Southeast and Southwest. Like it's right.
Bro, that joint is
smack-
like right next to a base.
the Navy Yard is right across the
Because like when I went to
Anacostia
go see the Capital
Yeah,
City
from like
Go-Go,
Suitland Parkway.
dude was like, "Nah, you can't turn here." Like that
So
shit is
Navy
like
Yard is
next
Navy
door.
Yard is Nats Park, and it's like right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has
Yeah.
anyone used Sports FanDuel? Have you lost any money to that yet?
Yeah, you.
Boy, you talking to two
I've
professional
always
gamblers
wanted to
here.
try.
You
I'm
too.
up.
Look at this nigga. Like, he
Over
can't
the
stop
past,
smiling.
Like past 6 months,
I was up.
about 7.
I was.
It ain't crazy. Like,
Hold on. What 7?
like 700. Like they're not
You
crazy.
lost?
No, up.
Oh, you up?
Up,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, as long as you up.
Yeah.
I haven't lost money personally. I was playing with money that I had made.
I've wanted to get into it because I do fantasy football. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I feel like it's just a gateway.
Yeah, just don't be that
gateway to be
motherfucker.
broke.
Like you trying to, like you
chase.
never gonna win. You know what I mean? Like in the long haul,
That's
you
not encouraging.
I mean, nigga, that's a part of gambling.
You're not gonna win.
In the long, no,
The dealer
it's like
always
going to the
wins.
casino, right?
The dealer always wins.
If you stay at the casino, right, you might be winning now, but the longer you stay, the more the odds are going to be.
I just
stacked in
want to
the
bet on
house's
like
favor.
the Commanders to like score the first touchdown.
That ain't
Yeah.
gonna happen. But
Nigga, you know who your quarterback is?
nah, but yeah, I mean it's fun. It makes games more interesting. Like it's
Yeah.
fun.
Just
Like,
don't-
Well, I get that
Baseball
same
is-
feeling from when I do fantasy
It's
football.
cocaine
So I'm just
for
like,
sports.
I feel like I'd easily just jump.
it's better
into sports
because
betting.
it's like game to game.
It's it's cocaine
Right.
for sports. It just makes you like, oh shit, now I care about this.
yeah.
Heart start beating.
Shit,
I
might end
think
up betting on some hockey.
overall, just sports and just getting up and doing shit, or just being a part of some shit where people are getting up and doing stuff, makes you feel that way.
Yeah.
When he was talking about his mental health and like getting up and exercising all the time, and that just puts him in a better place. I took a cycling class for like the first time. I told you about that.
They're real.
Has anyone else here taken a? Well,
Yes.
you just cycle.
Yeah.
Those is real.
Yeah, no, I'm taking a spin class in that back corner in that dark ass room.
Probably it was real, probably, wasn't it?
How long was it?
Like an hour. I got yelled at for like an hour. I was like, bro, why you yelling at me? Like, I
Yeah.
can't do this. This
Them
hurts.
those-
Yes.
Don't be easy.
Bro,
No,
nah,
but
like
they
after
give you,
10
like,
minutes, you
intervals
like,
and stuff.
oh my god, we got another 50
All
fucking
them
minutes to go.
Arms.
Because
Yeah.
you're moving the
Legs.
entire time. You don't stop.
You're like,
Because your
It's
rest
just
is you
active.
sitting.
It's
and-
active recovery.
Yeah, because they do like intervals of like
Yeah,
when
you
you're going to
said
go
that.
high intensity, lower intensity.
did you have the arms rested or were you?
Oh no, you got. I mean, yeah, there's like a like
It's
one of those
it's like-
long ass.
It's not a
Yes.
moving. I don't think the handle.
Yeah, did you have the air?
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
or
you're
did
not
you have-
moving.
Nah, he's not on one of those.
Now
He's
you
on
on
like
air
an
dime?
actual street
Cause the
kind
air
of
dime-
bike.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's
But
all
it's
legs.
just a stationary one.
all ass, all legs and ass.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, probably like a Peloton, like something. that
Hey,
looks like
why you
that.
think dude was asking him about the pajama pants? That boy thick. He seen him from the distance. But he said, "Excuse me, miss? I saw you from across the road."
But at some point, when you have told yourself already, well, this is what I'm doing. Like, I'm not getting off the bike and quitting. Like, that's not an option. So,
Yeah,
like,
I'm
this
not
is just
gonna
what
let
I'm doing. And you start, because no one tells you how much you're going to be in a pool of sweat at the
yeah.
end of it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're just fucking sweating the whole time. You're going to burn like 500,
I know
600
that
calories.
room stank.
I mean, you're not really too worried about it.
It
Like,
smell crazy.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you kind of go into
To
a
an outside
trance. Like,
nose.
20 minutes in, you're in a trance and you're just fucking sweating and the person's yelling at you. Come on, just get up, get down, get up, get down, move it, push it. Okay, slow down. We're going up the hill. Just climb. Okay, now we're going down here.
Yeah.
And then there's fucking music playing and there's some Kid Cudi EDM mix or whatever in the
That
background.
trance I was talking
It's like
about.
you're in a fucking trance, just like
locked in.
just locked the
And that
fuck
trainer
in.
probably
that
took a
tunnel
line
vision.
before they
That's
started.
That's
It's
why I like
insane.
rowing so much.
A line of that
That's why I
sea
love
Yeah,
rowing.
yeah, right.
It's like natural
That's
C4.
why I really like rowing. 'cause
Natural.
You can go
Nigga,
as crazy as you want.
That
and you won't
motherfucking
hurt
trainer
yourself.
took a line just to give all that energy off.
That's that's what it looks like. Like straight adrenaline is pumping through.
Hey, but
everyone.
you gotta get yourself some biker shorts though, for real.
I be having small shorts like
nigga.
these.
Nah, you really
I ain't
gotta
talking
get
about the little.
Yeah, you got.
I ain't talking.
Nigga,
I ain't talking about the hoochie daddy.
Yeah, you
tights.
talking about the booty shit.
I'm talking about
The
no.
skin tights.
No, like, all y'all niggas are off of what I'm
I know
telling
what
this
you talking
nigga.
about.
There's padding in biker shorts.
That
So
would
your
make
shit
sense.
Your shit ain't getting all rawed up in there.
That makes sense.
These niggas
as to
talking about
why
having
my
your knees
ass
out.
You really
feels
gonna
the way
be
it
double
does
cheeked
right
up.
now.
Yeah.
Man, whatever was there.
Okay.
You have to get biker shorts because of the padding is like right between the crack almost over like
Yeah,
the
no,
balls
my
and
asshole
shit.
is wretched right
Whoa,
now.
pause. Cuz.
What?
What was going on?
What are you talking about? Like just like the gooch area.
That's a big word.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, it's
That shit
just
don't
like
even sound
That's a
good.
strong word for your ass.
Very strong. We talking about your asshole.
in gooch area more so.
Wretched.
Your asshole is wretched.
It's a little sore.
It makes you
sound like it been through some shit.
right, like it's raw
has.
and got a scab in there somewhere.
Yeah, no scabbing, but it's a little raw right now. Like it's sore. It's just sore.
From sitting?
Yeah, bro, those biker
riding a
seats are
bike,
not
yeah,
comfortable.
That shit.
Yeah, nigga, get up and be active.
No, so
nigga,
you went to a
know.
cycling class like before this?
I went to a cycling class yesterday, and I cycled a little bit just on my own today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but that class, it's insane.
But what you
but
talk
the
about?
energy is
That's why
wild.
I like rowing so much because you can go as hard as you want, but like you're not gonna hurt yourself, or you can just stop. You're not gonna drop a weight.
I like
on you.
rowing too. That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite exercises.
Nigga,
Rowing.
that's your zombie apocalypse.
Get back in that
plan.
CrossFit.
I will go back.
Or we
Like,
could be
you-
still
back in
there.
that CrossFit.
Shit's
Nigga,
hilarious.
get back in the gym, nigga.
I ain't got nothing for that. I ain't got nothing for that.
Well,
Nigga,
what
you get off
what
at
should
two.
have- what
You
should
get off
have
at
for
2
is-
o'clock every
Get
day,
off
nigga.
early
Get
now.
your ass in the gym.
Get off
Yeah,
early
you
now.
getting
You
off
get
too
off
early
at 2
now.
o'clock,
Yeah,
bro.
don't
Go
go
home.
home. 1 hour.
To the gym.
Way
Half
too
an hour.
early.
Start off with half an hour.
All right, nigga, damn. Okay.
Come on, man. Bring sexy back.
Okay.
No,
Bring that sexy back.
No, we've talked about this. If you're going to exercise, I don't want to be the person to just get your ass in the gym.
Yeah.
Nah, get your bitch
Do
ass in the gym, nigga.
something like because right now you're not doing anything, right? Like you're not doing anything that counts as exercise. Like
I burn calories.
so no. So the whole point is just do something
30 minutes of
that
play,
is
nigga.
fun, that is enjoyable. Like you always talked
Yeah.
about getting
No,
a bike.
I do. I definitely want to get
just
a bike.
get a bike and just ride
I
around.
definitely want to get a bike.
But
Yeah.
don't like overexert yourself though, because I think a mistake people make is they go in there and they kill themselves,
Nah, nigga, we going
and
hard.
then they take a day off and they're like, ah, fuck. So then like
Ain't-
go a
ain't
little
no
too
go-
hard.
ain't-
Just
that's
ease
that
yourself
soft shit
into it,
over there.
you
You know
know?
what you need?
Find
You need
yourself
one of them ellipticals.
Find yourself
That
something
light
I'll
that
never
Wheels
forget the
on
day
it.
I went to the gym with these niggas once.
Oh yeah.
and you went crazy.
And no, they went crazy.
yeah, but you went crazy.
They
You
went
tried to
crazy.
keep up.
I know. I did every single workout that they did, and I was
Okay, there's
Yeah.
there's context to the school story,
I was
Keion.
through.
You left out a big part of that story.
What?
I literally told you, don't try to keep up. Work at your pace. Because
He does do
there's
that.
not a certain person.
No, well, no,
I've
I-
trained several people in my life now, and people have worked out with me. And the first thing I tell people, I've been doing this. Do not do what I do. It's okay. We're going to take baby steps into this.
That's what
But
I'm
I
saying.
feel like
you're a
I feel
little
like
pat
some
on the back.
I feel like some of
Yeah.
the sets.
Reassurance.
I feel like some of the
Yeah.
sets on the bench I had to do in like intervals. I had to stop at like 6.
Yeah.
And
But
they
you
was
also-
like, "But you got to finish the next 4 though.
No, but
better
you
do this
also
one.
wasn't
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
lower the weight.
Yeah, but it was the weight too. So
You
probably
also
get in
wasn't
there,
trying to lower
that
the
ego
weight.
bumping, so you're like, oh, you know.
But
this
I
nigga
finished,
got
though.
this one.
Yes.
But did you go
finished.
back?
No.
I finished.
Did you go back?
Hey, so you don't want
You
to.
finished what exactly?
I finished the workout.
You went in for the feeling.
No, hold on. You finished that workout.
Yeah.
You did not finish the entire workout because you went off and did your own shit, and Earl and I continue to finish.
Well, yeah. So just do things that are fun. Do some more hiking. You know, like you enjoy hiking.
Yeah, hiking's cool.
Hey, you
Yeah,
trying
so
to
Get
play flag
elliptical,
football?
dog,
I got
with the
you.
wheels on it. I know
Nah,
y'all seen
nigga.
it. That elliptical with the
You
wheels
mean,
on
nah.
it. Just cruising through the neighborhood.
Nigga, you better not be out here like a 60-year-old nigga.
But just
The elliptical.
I think
with the
hiking-
wheels.
Yeah,
Hiking
it's like an
biking
elliptical,
would
but it got
probably
like
be-
wheels
Yeah,
on
biking.
it. So you can
Yeah.
like.
No, biking I definitely want to do. Nigga, I actually I hit up Moham a couple days ago because I know he be biking and shit sometimes. But he was like, I was like, yo, like, you know, like what's
Mo rides a bicycle.
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I hit
Nigga
him up.
got a
and I-
mongoose.
Nah, it was one of them jumps with the curved
Yeah, he got
handlebars,
a
like,
Schwinn.
Bro, no, nigga. Come on, man. Don't make me bring my shit out, nigga.
Yeah.
I'll dust y'all niggas. Nigga, my
Well,
shit.
nigga, you ain't gonna dust me. I don't got no bike.
Nah,
So, but no, I was just kind of asking him about, you know, like, what am I looking? Because I've looked up bikes, nigga. Bikes are expensive.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
it depends on what
this
kind
ain't
of
no
bike you trying to
Walmart
get.
bike.
But you don't need a top of the line bike.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
kind of
no,
bike
I know.
We're
But-
just trying to get you on 2 wheels
Get
and
a
get you
mountain bike with some
outside.
6 gears. and
No,
start
but I'm
there.
not. See, I don't want to go to Walmart and just buy a bike. Like, I want to get. I want.
Hold up, but why
so
not though?
What you should start
Yeah.
with?
Hold up, but why not? Because what if you do not like that?
Exactly. So don't get a bike yet. You want to try something like cycling first, like on a stationary
No,
bike.
because I get that too,
No, I
though.
feel like I can-
because like niggas don't like treadmills because it's boring.
True.
So like I wouldn't run on a treadmill.
Yeah.
But I run at least a mile every
Exactly.
single day.
That could
But
change.
nigga, I run in the rain. I'm not going to the gym and running on a treadmill.
Yeah, I don't like
I
treadmills.
won't ride a stationary bike in the gym. But
Feel that.
get me out here, nigga. I'll ride all the way through Old Town Manassas and
Yeah.
shit. But nah, I would recommend you just go ahead and get the cheaper bike.
Just get a bike. Just go.
Yeah, because you may not fuck with it. Yeah, because now you wasted $400 on a bicycle.
Shit, nigga, the ones I was looking at was like $1,200.
Yeah,
don't do that.
I mean, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying.
I didn't know if you were
those.
saving up for.
No, I'm not saving up for
No,
one of
but
those.
you are looking. Those kind of bikes are for niggas that are doing actual races. Like my bike is probably like a $1,500 bike. That shit weighs nothing. Like a 4-year-old can lift my shit up and carry it up these steps. Like it really weighs nothing. Like the tires may be the thing that weigh the most.
Shit was built by NASA.
Nigga, for sure. Like
Aerodynamic.
the tires on my bike, like to put air in it, it's 100 psi.
Yo,
Wow.
100.
yo,
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
yo, my
fucking car is like 33.
Right.
I got a big body Kia Optima.
car, yeah.
Right. So like when I go put
Tires so damn thin.
when I go put air in my tires, because when I don't use the bike, the air
It just seeps out.
seeps out. When I try to go to sheets, it only goes to 32 or like 36 or some shit.
Yeah, you can't.
So I gotta hit the button, fill it up, it'll cut off, and then do it again.
Yeah.
But it'll eventually, it'll read on the thing that my PSI is like 99 or some shit.
Yeah.
But it won't let me put it higher for where it starts beeping and shit.
Damn.
But like them tires are hard. And also like my bike is a street bike. And I really am only supposed to ride on the street. But I'll ride on sidewalks and shit. But you feel every little crack you hit.
Let me borrow it.
Nigga, I'm gonna need this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need this.
Just
Just
say
start with
gas
something
$5.
that
Start-
Yeah,
start with
start with
something.
something that you would think is easy that you can do like for 5 days straight. You don't want to burn yourself out, and then you're gonna like turn yourself down from wanting to do it again.
Don't get the bike.
No, I'm not saying don't get the bike.
bike.
I'm
Just-
saying whatever activity you choose, don't
No.
kill yourself. Just
Yeah,
make
yeah.
it easy and repeatable.
All right, nigga, hold
and
on.
then
This nigga's acting like I never been to the gym. Before.
No.
I don't know where to begin. Like,
no, and that's not
like
what
I
I'm
ain't never lifted shit.
No,
up.
but
Hey,
what happens is
but
people
look.
get in there and they
Look,
and
you
they
been to the gym,
and they
right?
overdo it, and they
But you
overdo
stopped
it.
several times, right?
Yeah, this sucks.
Okay, so that's all he's trying
so
to
we're
do.
trying to
I think
build
the biggest thing
consistency.
that happens is people overdo it the first time they get back in there because they're trying to like just get into it, and then the next day they're too damn sore to do it again. And they're like, "Fuck, all right, I'll go tomorrow," and then something
And then-
happens, they never pick it up. So you want to go real easy and walk yourself into it to build it as a habit first, and then you start to like do better than what you did before, and just build on that.
I just want the bike for real for like just like cardio.
There you go.
There you go. Easy.
Yeah.
Boom.
Simple.
Just, shit, start with 1
You
mile.
don't gotta take that shit on no trails.
Now, what?
Gotta be
Actually,
more than
just
a mile with a
just-
bike.
one
Well,
mile. I do.
A mile's easy. Like,
Nah, like the loop. I
Oh,
would do
super easy.
yeah.
like on an easy day, like when I'm just
Yeah,
chilling.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's not, a mile is
More
not.
than that.
You gotta do more than a mile.
Tomorrow do a mile and a half. The next day do 2 miles.
So what I would
Start
normally
easy.
do, I would leave here, go down Ashton, go all the way down Ashton by the newer 7-Eleven that goes on Wellington.
Yeah.
And I'll turn on Wellington and I'll come all the way back up. Then I'll turn on the Parkway and then I'll turn on Sully Manor. And that's only 5 miles.
Exactly.
So a mile
Mile on a
really
bike
nothing.
is
You might
easy.
do that, what, like 30 minutes?
less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't go out there trying to do 5 miles first. You just start with 1 mile. Just start with 1
Bro,
mile.
he has to do more than
No, you don't have to.
I could do
Well,
that.
that's
I could
what
do
happens.
more than 1 mile.
See, that's
I
what
could do
happens.
more than
People,
1 mile.
people will like try to make it seem like you're not doing
Nigga,
enough.
a mile
Or-
on a bike is probably like
Yo,
7 minutes.
Or how about not even
No.
do? How about not worry about? So this is what I did when I started running.
time.
Don't worry about that.
Thank you.
Yes.
I wasn't
Boom.
worried about distance.
There you go.
I went for a time.
There you go.
So like, I haven't talked about this, but I don't think I told any of you guys, but Earl. So for like the last month or so, I've been running at least a mile a day.
Yeah.
And for me, it wasn't, I'm trying to get 8-minute mile. That wasn't what I was trying to do. My thing is, all right, I'm going to run for this amount of time. So my goal is to run at least like 2 or 3 miles a day. But, when I get to a certain point, I'm not running for, get a certain time. I'm running to meet the distance. I
There
don't
you
give
go.
a fuck what time it is or what pace I'm running at. My goal is to make the distance.
Yeah.
And if I make the distance, I'm good. I'm cool with running at a 10-minute pace.
Boom.
Like, who the fuck am I racing against? I'm racing against myself. Like,
Exactly.
all I need to do is be better than I was
That's
the day
exactly
before.
what I was just.
That's all I have to do. So
Yeah.
I started off with the slowest pace. Like, nigga, I was pretty much walking.
Exactly.
Like, which is like a little power walk. I probably look like
Do
one of
something
them-
really easy.
one
that
of
you
them
can-
really
something you can
suburbs.
repeat.
Right, right.
Something
Like,
you can beat
them
tomorrow.
joints that be in the mall in the morning just walking around laps and shit. That's how I was looking.
That is a thing.
So, what I would say for you get the bike,
Yeah.
just start with like 20 minutes.
Boom.
You ain't even gotta ride in a high gear. You don't have to ride at a certain speed. Just know that you got a goal You want to ride for 20 minutes consecutively, no breaks, no stopping, no nothing. Don't worry about no distance. Don't put no time out there. I'm sorry, don't put no distance out there and how many miles you're trying to ride. Just, it could be 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But whatever you feel comfortable with, and then you do 15 minutes, a day, maybe 3-4 days out of the week, depending on what your schedule is. And then the following week, you add 5 more minutes to that. Right? Then the following week, add 5 more minutes until you're at a comfortable time where all right, now I'm working out for 30 minutes, but I knocked out like 10 miles or some shit. Right. So you just got to find out like what works for you.
Start that baseline and just make it super easy that you can build on and always beat that.
So like for me running, I started off with a mile and then each week I added a quarter mile. So, and then keep adding a quarter mile. So that I'm at, 2 weeks later, I'm at 1.5 miles. And now I'm at like 2 miles, but I like twisted my ankle at the tournament. So I haven't ran this week. So I'm going to start back up next week at 1 mile again, just to build myself back up. But I do the time thing on my watch, but it's just so I can get my calories and shit like that. But I'm not really, if I were really tracking myself on my run, I would use the Nike Run app.
Yep.
But I don't. But when I do get to that point where I'm a good runner, I will start timing myself just so I can beat my times and things like that.
And I've been doing something just like that.
Yeah, I didn't want to, I know how I am. If I went out there and hauled ass, fuck this, I ain't doing this shit no more. Like, y'all niggas tripping. Like, why am I out here doing this?
Yeah.
But, I made it easier for myself. And, like running for me, it was just always painful. It was like, I get like this feeling in my legs that just like an itching sensation.
I know what you're getting.
So, and I had to take that shit slow. And then once I got more consistent with running, it goes away. I don't even think about it no more. And even now, when I get out here and run, bro, I run on my lunch break every day. So I get an hour lunch break. So I run at work every day. Now that shit is just so natural. Like I just get out and run and I'm like, yo, I just knock that shit out real quick.
You running your work clothes?
Nah, nigga, I take clothes with me.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, so I'm doing the same thing. Like I know that later on in the year,
you're a real nigga.
I was telling earlier that later on in the year I'm gonna do a 2,000 meter row time. I'm gonna time it. So what I started March, I started with a 3,000 meter row, but I did it super slow. I did it at a pace where I could talk to somebody the entire time and not really be out of breath at all. And I'll do that every Thursday, but I'll only go 5 seconds faster. It's just little, small increments. So by the time I get to the end of the year when it's time to train do the 2,000 meter, I've been doing the 3,000 meter at such a pace that I'm gonna kill the 2,000. But it wasn't about starting off hot and trying to just come out and just trying to kill it every time. It's just small increments, really small changes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I think that's the best way to get into something new.
Yeah, I'm doing doing a fucking 5K tomorrow. Matter of fact,
everybody's screaming at Keion
with a bunch of brolic niggas.
Yeah,
Put your ass in the gym, nigga.
Tomorrow.
Well, I mean, I'm 4% body fat, so I'm tiny. Is what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm a tiny person. That's why I thought we needed to get RJ some paper towels because it's he's large.
I'm maintaining.
Because I mean, no. One of the things that they told me was you probably get colder than other people, quicker. And I was like, I mean, I do get cold pretty easily.
I come in the crib one time. This nigga look like a samurai. All that shit this nigga didn't had on.
Oh, that's funny. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like I have a hoodie on, but I have a robe underneath it that's coming out. Yeah. But aside from that, when people talk about what's bad, it's very slim. No pun intended. They just say something like, if you can't eat for a long period of time, you'll probably feel super tired because your body doesn't have the fat to eat and transfer into energy. It just so happens that I haven't experienced that though. I've experienced the opposite where I don't eat, and we've already talked about this, where I feel clearer and lighter and with more energy. So I haven't experienced that. Maybe that's when you get 0% body fat, and then after that you're tired afterwards.
Nah, after that you did.
I'm running a 5K tomorrow, and to prepare for that, only thing I had today to eat was 2 oranges. 2 oranges and water, because I know tomorrow I'm gonna feel way better and way lighter, and I'm gonna kill it.
Nigga, for a 5K?
So that's pretty much
2 oranges.
So that'll be all you'll have.
I won't eat nothing else tonight. I'll just drink water.
Okay.
Wake up in the
You're not
morning.
gonna eat in the morning?
Nope.
Oh Lord.
Oh, so what's your diet like? So you don't? He said, "Oh Lord." Didn't you used to at some point do some sort of intermittent fasting? I know everyone does this differently.
I do it on and
So
off.
what does that mean for you?
No swine.
Just eat in an 8-hour window.
Oh, okay.
So usually I'll do from 12 to 8.
But it's
So-
body chemistry. Like for me, like if I have food in my system, I just feel sluggish. I feel heavy. I feel tired. But without food, I get this weird energy. I don't know how to explain it. I just get this
Man,
weird.
shit, nigga, I work out every day without food.
Right?
Yeah.
See, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You feel like you move
You
better,
haven't
right?
been a breakfast person your entire life.
Nah.
You haven't been a
Function better.
breakfast person, Keion.
Not so much.
I've only become a breakfast person because I wanted to be a fit nigga. And,
Yes.
you know, I just know that it's important to eat
Yeah.
and energize, you know, put the shit back in your body. But
As of recently, though, since I've been getting up earlier, I've definitely been more hungry in the morning. I could be a breakfast person if I wanted to.
But you still don't prepare a meal when you get up.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I'm getting up at like 5:30.
Yes.
I probably eat at like 10:30. That's my lunch, though, at work.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's breakfast time, but it's not breakfast.
I'll be getting up at fucking 4 and I don't eat till like 12.
Man.
And I already lifted.
RJ's looking around like,
Listen.
he's like, who am I talking? Who am I talking to?
I wake up at 3:15 and I eat at 6:30 p.m. That's just how I function.
Every
You
day?
eat one meal a day?
Every day.
This nigga don't be
I don't know.
shitting.
I don't know if I no, we shouldn't.
No bowel
Yeah.
movements.
But like, I'll eat like
Oh no! Because sometimes you'll have bowel movements from
Yeah.
things that are clogged up in your system that you don't know about.
This nigga been drinking lean while this shit clogged up.
It's shit's wild. Like shit's wild. No pun intended.
No.
Again, but my dad, he's done a 21 day. My aunt's done like 35. But they'll tell you if you go
35 what?
He's a fasting
Days.
nigga.
Of, like, what are we
Just
saying when we
juicing?
say
Like,
fasting?
No, water.
Just
Water.
water?
Just
Water. Sometimes they'll do juice,
So it's like, just like,
like
liquid only.
lemon and lime water. But sometimes they'll juice some things.
But they don't eat food?
No, they don't eat food.
Not a piece of lettuce.
I've only done a 3, and that was reason. I've
Just
only done a
lemon,
3.
just water. Not
Water.
even like fruit juice, like a smoothie.
No, because the smoothie, and I did it with the smoothie when I did mine. But with the smoothie, if you're really trying to let your digestive system rest, the smoothie, your digestive system still has to work with that because it's pulp, it's thicker, it still has to work with that. With juice and water, it's just going straight through.
Yeah.
But they'll tell you like on day 4 you'll have a bowel movement, and then you'll stop, and then like day 7 or 8 you might have another one, and you're wondering like where is this coming from?
Yeah.
It's just stuff that's backed up. It's just been on the inner lining for so long, and you don't know it.
Yeah.
And it'll clean out your system. It's just a
And
natural,
just not shitting no more.
natural cleaning system at some point. Yeah.
Boy, you probably got mud butt like a motherfucker when that shit happens. You're gonna be all over the
And
place.
it's all body chemistry. Everybody's way your DNA's set up. Like
Yeah. It's just
the way your metabolism works. Like I'm pretty sure your metabolism is probably something crazy.
My
Yeah, for
DNA
sure.
is set up for me to
Yeah.
be 300 pounds.
it's definitely different for
I was
people.
about to say, like, when I do the intermittent fasting, it takes like a week for my body to get adjusted because I got no energy in the morning if I don't eat.
Yeah, don't get me
Like,
wrong.
I feel lethargic. Like, I just feel slow. Feel like I can't concentrate. So it takes like a while, like a week. And then once like my body gets used to it, then I'm good.
Yeah, like when I'll go on vacation, like I'll eat normal like, during the day, and then when I come back, I have to like retrain myself. Those first couple of days suck. Like it.
Why don't you just stick with it?
On vacation.
Stay on vacation?
Yeah.
Nah, that's my time to like to just destroy.
Oh, okay.
Just destroy.
Oh, so Mike know he be super thick if he just let that shit loose on the
Oh, yeah.
normal.
He
That boy
yeah.
be caked up.
Oh
huh?
yeah. What? Man, what? Yeah.
Huh. All right. This last question about food. What's like your nasty guilty pleasure when it comes to food? Like something like I do not need to be fucking eating this shit. Like this is ridiculous. Like there is no nutritional value in this. Why am I eating this thing?
Talking about like it's ice cream or something.
So ice
Oh
cream.
yeah, every Saturday I'll have like a bowl of ice cream.
Okay. A large bowl. Like if it
Like
was
a-
like
like-
Cold
like-
Stone,
like-
is it like a
like
gotta have it?
5 scoops.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh
M&Ms,
yeah.
hot fudge.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Every
talking about.
Saturday.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna have that shit tomorrow. I'm ready,
So that's
After
just
the
like
5K, you gonna be looking forward to that
bro.
shit.
What? As soon as sundown hit, getting that bowl of ice cream.
okay. So that's your reward for yourself every week.
It's just that one time where I'll just give into that sweet tooth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keion. Meats. Meats and meats. The new cuts that we got. I like the loin.
I don't really know. Like nothing ever feels like a fucking cheat meal to me.
Yeah, nigga, get your ass in the gym.
But nothing ever seems like
The guilty. Like,
yeah,
I
like
shouldn't be eating this
nothing
nigga.
ever. Hey yo!
all good for me. It's all good for me.
This nigga.
That's hilarious. All right, Doody.
Probably be like a glizzy.
Freak bowl.
For those who don't know, that's a hot dog.
Oh yes, I did hear about that. Wait, and why is it?
You didn't know that that's what that meant when he said it?
I kind of forgot. I know that I'd heard it. Why is it a glizzy?
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh.
The young niggas
Long
call
barrel.
it.
It's a long barrel. It's
All right.
Nah, either that or like something from like Burger
Really?
King.
Just a hot dog?
Nah, well, I mean, I like hot dogs,
gonna
nigga,
load it,
but
though.
I know that them joints ain't good for you.
Hey, ain't no telling
Yeah.
to the goddamn hot dog.
I just feel like it'd be
Either-
like something worse than that because
I mean, that or like Burger King.
Burger King.
Yeah, but
Yeah, when I used to go to Burger
Okay,
King,
well, I mean,
I would get like the whatever was the largest thing that they whatever. If I'm going to McDonald's, if I'm going to Burger King,
I don't do
I'm
McDonald's
getting the
anymore.
largest burger that they have.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, the triple pounder. Like I said before, if they got the pounder, whatever. Like however many like meat patties they put on there, like that they're allowed to put on a sandwich. Like give me that one, the large fry. If it was Burger King, I was getting the Hershey Sundae pie. Yeah, like
I take that back.
So like what I do is I don't eat out as much as I used to anymore. But now, let's say if I got a game on Tuesday or a Thursday night, if I do well, I treat myself to Burger King. But I only choose one of them days. If we trash, then I'm coming home eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and going to bed.
it's definitely.
I'd much rather have that.
It's definitely fast food for me. So now that I think about it, when I do eat fast food, I'm constantly thinking about how trash this is, but how delicious it is at the same time.
Hey, but you know what? If you went to the gym, you wouldn't feel as bad.
I mean, I'm not like a big nigga though. Like I'm not like.
No, you look slimmer.
Well,
everybody got quiet.
That's fine.
This is anyway, acknowledge it.
Well, no. Because what I'm gonna say is, I don't subscribe to just because you're slimmer, you're also healthier.
No, I'm not saying
Now, clearly, if you get like morbidly obese, that's just like an issue, and you could just be your size, and there's a very good chance that you being your size and you being morbidly obese, like this is the better option.
Right.
Although once you get into the cycling or whatever, I don't know, discipline of exercise you're going to choose.
Bike.
3 months, however many months in, I'd like for you to go back to your arch nemesis, Ravens Rock, and do that again. Because it was your cardiovascular system that was trash.
Bro, you just brought up memories.
It was your cardiovascular system that was trash. Not whether you were slim or big. It's just you would never put strain on your lungs.
But it was also like a non-stop effort. Like when I enjoy a hike where I'm able to just stop a couple of times.
I mean, we stopped.
Yeah, for me,
quite a bit.
No, you stopped for me. You didn't stop
for you.
You probably weren't going to stop had I not needed to stop.
Eventually we would have needed to stop.
Well,
at the top.
Well, nigga, like niggas wasn't just flying through that shit and just be like, yeah, we good. No, nigga, we all needed breaks.
Y'all niggas with some paratroopers.
Bro, mind you, we had your cousin with us. Like, that nigga needed breaks too.
Oh, wow. I didn't know who you were talking about. I thought you were talking about real cousin. I was like, what?
I get it to some degree because this is why after this, Keion came up with the phrase calculated breaks. He said, listen, if we go out places, we need calculated.
Not a break when you dead tired. And you need a break when you can.
It's got to be proactive.
Nigga said the breaks is when we on flat level.
No, I didn't say for us. No, bro. I always say, if you need to break. Y'all niggas be having too much pride. Don't put that shit on me because I rest when I'm walking. If you need a break, you need to say something. You're a grown ass man.
And no,
y'all wouldn't say anything.
We have grown from that.
Yeah, I've definitely grown from that.
Y'all wasn't gonna let y'all pride get in the way. Nigga like me don't give a fuck about no pride.
I was just trying to keep up. I didn't want to get left behind. But I came to the realization that was very naive of me. To just try to do that.
We all just enjoying the trail, man. No competition.
Yeah. Because that's what it should have been about. Is enjoying nature and
we should have to that one.
Hey, we should have went on that pavement trail. Keion wanted to enjoy that one.
Oh,
but man. So you were basically overdoing it.
Remember, Keion?
Well, at Ravens Rock, just only because of the
you didn't want to slow everybody down.
It's the intensity of the incline.
The incline over there was crazy.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a long hike.
I did it again.
Yeah, no, it was like a 3 mile hike.
It's 6. I did it again like
it's 3
5
miles
days ago.
because it's 3 miles there and 3 miles back.
It's like 2.5 hours total.
But majority of it is uphill.
Both ways, that's wild.
That's what was fucking me up.
Yeah.
It's like a roller coaster. It's a lot of up and down.
Yeah.
That one we did with the one
With
across
Mo?
the street. Yeah, boy, that shit was a goddamn.
The one across the street from that. Yeah, that was by Bear's Den Park, which is by Bear's Chase, that huge brewery. But yeah, Bear's Den is like, it started out where the summit was.
Yeah.
Like there's a huge, like awesome place to look out. Oh, but there was another one. And we keep forgetting what is this called. It was like Bear's Den to
Buzzard Hill.
Buzzard Hill. Yeah.
But even Little Devil Stairs was a lot of uphill. But I feel like I did really good on that one.
It was fun. It was fun.
This nigga just played me.
No. I'm just saying it was fun. Because before
He called that shit cute.
Because before we did it, it's cute as far as like a rock scramble goes, because then you go to an old rag and clearly you see like, oh damn, as far as rock scrambles go, that is cute.
Yeah, old rag was definitely something serious.
So Little Devil Stairs is just one. You had told me that the Ravens Rock excursion that we went on was a traumatic experience. So once you use that terminology with
PTSD.
me, like once you told me that, I was like, oh, okay. So I need to be more mindful of that because you weren't the first person I had taken out on an excursion and did the wrong thing. So it took a few people for me to understand you can't just take people outside and just start going places.
It's the same thing as when he went to the gym with you guys. He was trying to I don't want to slow everybody down. I could do this. What am I doing? Let's go. And you just ended up overworking yourself.
So it was both sides.
I finished the workout though.
It was on both sides because
you felt like shit.
Because we should have
felt like shit.
We should have also been encouraging you to let us know when things were wrong or if like you needed a rest, like because maybe we weren't encouraging enough in that sense. I don't know. Do you think that maybe we weren't?
I feel like this pod's turned into like some sort of intervention.
Is that what it is? I get nurturing sometimes with my words. Maybe is it okay?
No, it's fine. No, I get it.
No one's trying to intervene.
I get it. I just I don't need to do anything extra. I understand.
Yeah.
We're at a better place now. All right. Is there anything else that we need to get to at all?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Keion needs to get back to his state.
I need to go to my state.
Yeah. All right.
He out the way.
Last words. Maybe that should just be an us thing. I don't want to just put last words on everybody.
Hey, nigga, drink water, spread love, keep your head on the swivel. It's hot out here, and niggas be wilding out. That's all.
Do those things, really. That was great advice. Drink water. Number one. People that don't drink water is wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Out of pocket.
Yeah, drink water.
I'll be seeing motherfuckers like 2 liters of soda at work. Like, bro, how are you just drinking this throughout the day?
Bro,
Doody tells me,
I was literally about to get to that. Hey, I started working at where I work at now. The dude that was training me, I was like, yo, this nigga got like a cup on his desk every day. So I just started paying attention and then started looking around other people. I'm like, bro, don't none of these niggas drink water. This nigga don't drink nothing without sugar in it every fucking day. And like, look, once he'll come in the morning and have like a little cup or whatever. Like the big one. It was the big one. That nigga had a big joint and would sip on that joint all day until like lunchtime, then go to a fast food spot and come back with another big cup.
That's crazy.
Meanwhile, they give out this free water bottles all over that fucking place.
I be smashing them.
Nigga, I be throwing them in the back. I be taking them with me and shit. But I got a referee on Saturdays. That's why I get my water. But I was like, bro, I was telling the nigga Earl, like every day, I was like, bro, this nigga still ain't drink no water. Like every day I would come back and be like, bro, this nigga still has not drank a sip of water. I was like, bro, I need to check on this nigga cause like
that's crazy.
That nigga shit ain't right. That nigga shit full of sugar.
Your brain's made out of water.
I told dude my job, he was carrying out 2 liter. I said something to him. He started drinking like fucking juice, like something. I'm like, bro, that's no better. That shit is the same thing.
Yeah. That shit to say 100% juice, but then on the side of it be like,
nah, that joke say 10% juice.
Yeah. Nah. It says like juice drink, but then on the side of it say like 3% juice. Yeah. Like 3% natural juice.
Crazy, man.
Anybody else want to give their last words?
Oh man, I don't really have any last words.
All right,
there you go.
All right.
RJ, nothing? Fuck them.
Nah, man, just,
Get money, fuck bitches.
Yeah, spread love everybody,
I said that.
That's crazy.
Nigga stole my shit. I got
I
that
just
shit
want y'all to know I already said that. He stole that from me.
Right. Nigga stole my brand.
Damn. All right, Keion.
I like meats.
No.
I like meats. I like to season the meats. What do you season your meats with? How you season your meats? Honestly.
I mean, it depends on what I'm cooking.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Meat that
All
I'm
right,
cooking.
well, nigga, tell us what you cooking.
Hold on, nigga. No, I just want to say my last words.
Your last word's gonna be a recipe, nigga.
You know what? This has been a really great podcast. I'm glad that you guys came out and did this with us. Those are my last words.
Appreciate you guys.
I'm actually taking over. This is actually going to be my podcast. So when you see somebody tweeting, it's going to be me. I'm going to be on the Instagram. It's going to be me. I'm going to be in all the videos. It's going to be me. It's going to be me. Fuck these niggas.
Yeah.
This is my shit. I pay the bills in here.
I might just do some weird shit like that where it's just like a podcast come on, it's just Doody or something. That'd be fucking hilarious.
All these decorations going to be different. They're going to be jerseys hanging up around here.
Shoes.
I was definitely going to throw a shoe on this table, but I ain't want to do it to him because there's 5 of us and ain't nobody else bringing nothing else to the party. You know, like show and tell kind of thing, but you know,
fine.
I'll get to that another time.
RJ got the kicks. You know where he got them from.
Oh my god.
I like what he has on right now.
Yeah, nigga, me. I was the most recent nigga to work in the sneaker industry.
This nigga got one pair of shoes for this nigga.
That's how people are when they put you on to something.
Uh-huh.
They don't let you forget.
Hey, right now the nigga got the see-through shoes on. Remember Mike had them bathing apes?
Those was not bathing apes.
Those were apes.
Okay.
Those were bass apes.
Bathing orangutans. Those was not apes. Those was chimps.
Those right off the boat.
I love all. Yeah. I love all. I'm clearly appreciative to everybody that comes to the pod. You guys, this is awesome. This has been a long time coming because I was trying to figure out how we were going to do this for a long time because I knew that I didn't want to just have some of you guys. Like I wanted everybody to be able to come and do it. I thought it'd be best that way. So it took us 123 episodes to get this shit done. Here we are, 123, 123.
I'm actually going to be filling out for Keion when he can't make it, so I'm the new assistant host. I'm the assistant to the assistant.
Let's pray my toe, my car ain't get towed.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. All right, Pop. 1, 2, 3. Thanks everybody.
Y'all don't even know it. Y'all got to collab.
I'll be happy.
We would have played it on the podcast by now if it weren't for the fact that it's a Gucci Mane beat.
I be having corks popping up out of bottles like a genie. I be up in the club, so you guaranteed to see me. If you see the money raining, then it's probably coming from me. Now everybody in the spot wanna be my buddy. Back up, bitch, cause you getting nothing from me. Get up off my arms, cause I'm trying to do my Dougie. When you do your stanky leg, like that booty all up on me. But don't get cozy, cause you going to my homie. When I hit the mall, best believe I'm gon' call. Tell them shut the gate, let me show you how to ball. When it come to kicks, man, you know I pick them out. Let me get 2 pairs, just in case I blog them out. Then I'm out, about to hit up the local strip. Bitches getting naked, just because they see my whip. Niggas jaws drop, cause they know that I'm a shit on they tippy toes. Just trying to get a glimpse, trying to get closer. Tripping on they bottom lip. I know the haters hating, but I don't give a shit. Stepping out the whip, looking oh so fresh. Eyes wide like they never seen a baller in the flesh. Jewelry on my wrist, look like they open heaven's gates. Say I fuck like David Blaine, cause I make them levitate. Now we gotta celebrate, so we back in the club partying. Throw our beats across roads and love. But before that we up in Georgetown, nigga up on M Street. Now we spending 6 figures, then a little later we hit up 7th Street. Asking every girl they naming what club they gon' be. Then we hit 18th right after the club, cause everybody out there always show me love. A nigga get hungry, so we gotta find a place to get pizza slices bigger than my motherfucking face. Either that or we gotta go to Branch Avenue, cause Danny's be having some good Chinese food. Yeah, that's what Gucci Man say, right?
Mother
motherfucker. I awake from my slumber so I can go to school. Got my motherfucking knapsack in my number 2. Hop on the cheese because I don't have a car, but fuck that shit. I'm still on Star Status. Walk in school getting harassed. McCluskey, get off my motherfucking ass. Why are you always looking so confused? Can't wait till you touch a bitch and she decides to sue. Now Larson's gonna tell me don't get that fucking wallet change. Shut the fuck up for what? Knock that toupee off your head, man. Look, motherfucker, I'm a motherfucking senior. I'm going to do what I want, sir. Sorry, motherfucker, your words don't matter. They get stepped on sorta like a ladder. But stop sweating me, my girl is much better. And when I get older, my pockets will be fatter. That's exactly why you hear the chitter chatter in the back of my classes. I don't give a damn. Physics teacher says I will never be a real man. Look, you motherfucking teachers make me sick. All of you, one by one, suck this dick.
Yeah, I'm on this Gucci Man beat, you know, it's nothing serious. I'm just having fun with this joint, you feel me?